Okay.
And the rash just keeps on expanding and expanding and expanding.
We told you to get it checked out, Andrew.
You did, and I did, but the guy behind the Kroger, I don't think he's legit, guys.
Probably doing it for spare money because they all are on food stamps, apparently. According to Jorts, anyway. And Jorts seems like a reliable source.
Wait,
He just asked-
Jorts the cat thinks that people
Jorts the cat has a Twitter, and he's pro-union, anti-cop.
Hell yeah. I need
That's
to follow
awesome.
that. He just wanted feet pics. Like, didn't ask for my insurance, just feet pics.
Oh.
Oh man. Okay, well
Is it legitimate or like scary?
it's D&D night. As you can tell, we're and if you saw last time, we're doing, a different thing tonight because we're taking a break from, I almost said Vale, from Aberrant Empire. We've been on break from Vale for like 2 years. 3 years.
Year and a half now, yeah.
Year and a half? Well, it seems longer ago. Like, I feel like it's that thing where it's like, I feel like I've been playing hardly at all with you guys, but also forever. Because that's true love, y'all. And anyway, yeah, so we're doing like a 2-shot thing here. Ryan's out for this week. He'll be back next week. Artem will be back with us in the summer. But to mark the 2-shot occasion, I did break out the old Nat 1 shirt.
Ah, fuck.
It's back, baby. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll get another montage out of it.
I'm suddenly very
Cue the
unhappy.
montage. Thank you. So we're doing a 2-shot, and just to get us started, I'm gonna just gonna reread really quickly the stuff that I sent you guys like on Facebook, just as the initial pitch, just to get us into the world. So real quick, let me just do that.
No.
So many years ago, 4 dwarf brothers settled the area around Round Mountain, each founding their own town. I didn't realize how much that sentence rhymed until just now. Sibling rivalry got violent between their clans now and again, but in time, everything settled down. At this point, the 4 farming towns honor their founders with regular livestock and crop competitions. Biggest pumpkin, fastest horse, things like that. The most recent competition had a huge upset. Halfling newcomer Dougal Brownbale, also known as Young McDougal, who inherited his father's farm, won his first ever goose grooming competition with Goots, an astonishingly plump goose who shattered every record, literally and figuratively, because he's a big boy. But just days after the competition, Goots has disappeared. Dougal has hired you to help track down his prize goose. And that is where we are.
Do I get to eat the goose?
I mean, it's D&D. If you want to eat the goose, I won't stop you.
Eat the goose.
The Dougal might have something to say about that. Sid,
I
are you
can't
going to
hear
type
him
Goots
over all-
every time I say it?
Yeah.
So let's move over to introducing all the characters, and Ryan can do that for himself next time, I suppose. So let's go just sort of we can start clockwise and from the top left and just go around.
Okay.
I don't know if so you all, correct me if I'm wrong, you're all like friends prior to this campaign, right? You all know each other or no?
Yeah, we do.
All right, cool. So you all might be like on the road to Dougal's house, something like that. But either way, we come upon our party. And yeah, Richard, if you want to start us off.
Oh, introducing me? Hold on. I thought I had the... Okay, gotta get... There we go. Okay. Well, my name's Barry Bitme, and I'm a good old friend, pal who, grew up, just taking on his family's trade, raising hogs and slaughtering hogs and selling hogs and, having relations with hogs and, all the other stuff that our family do. And, that's me, and I'm generally good old friends or cousins with a good amount of people in this village.
All right, thank you. Next to him is Flick, who will join the party next week because that's Ryan's character. So I'll go down from there to Sid.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I didn't.
Should I go to
I
Andrew
was-
first?
I don't have a
I was
voice
in a
either.
weird ass little coma this whole fucking weekend.
Well, whoever would like to go first, or we can flip a coin.
What is the voice? What is the voice?
What is the voice? What is the voice?
That's the voice right
What
there.
is the voice? What is the voice? Hey, what's going on? The name is Spud Crinklegrass. I live out in the woods. I'm definitely a halfling. I don't look like some other halflings, but I'm pretty sure I'm a halfling because I've seen a lot of halflings and I hang out with all the halflings. And when I'm not living in the trees in a tree house, I made it. I built my tree house. It's pretty great. Just me and the animals and the trees and stuff. And these guys, and my friends over here. I have Flinry and Barry and Flick Twitch.
Yeah.
Flick Twitch, Flicky. And that's I found some cool moss once, and then I found a cool rock under it, and yeah.
That
You wanna find some like birds?
that whole thing straight up had like the cadence of Charlie from Always Sunny, and I loved it.
Oh, dude.
I love him as a character, as a guy. I think he's great, and I'll just get a jobby off the jobby tree.
Dang, he's so good.
And finally,
I don't have a voice for her yet, but her name is Flinry, and her last name is Bloomsboro, and she's got an herbalist kit, so she does shit with herbalism. Maybe she's working with, like, some weird doctor guy in town, like, just studying under him, learning some shit, but also she's a monk, so I don't know. And we'll think of something in terms of voice. I really wish I had a modifier to make it go real, real low, but I don't. So here we are.
all good. Okay, so you are all, are we saying that you are from the same town as, Dougal, or no? Not that it makes a terrible difference, but...
I think we're all in the same town as each other. I don't know if we're in the same town as Dougal.
Okay. Have you, decided
I would guess so, because I don't know if we have any reason to be in another town.
Yeah, I mean,
Cool.
if word travels fast, we'd want to be the first kids on the case.
Okay.
Yeah,
so then...
we're probably from the same town.
Okay, so so you are also from the town of Dell, and you are making your way over to Dougal Brownbale's house to answer this call he's put out, whether it's on a notice board or you just heard word around town, something like that. Is there any sort of interplay you want to do between the three of you before you go to his place, or shall I just fast travel you there?
What was the general thing in the notice? Just like help me out of the goodness of your heart, or is there money involved, or what's?
There is money
going on?
involved, yes. Basically, it was like help, prize goose taken, gold offered for safe return, and the competitions around this mountain are like, it's a big deal for all these towns. So like the prize goose, like you would all be aware that this is like that it won the contest, and so when you hear, oh no, the winner was gone, it's like if someone kidnapped an American Idol contestant, like it would be a big deal to everybody.
Nice.
And yeah, gold reward would definitely be on the table.
I do like the idea of like over opening credits. We see Barry and Flinry like on the trail, like near these woods, and they're like yelling, "Come on, bud! Come on!" And we flash to like inside the tree house where like he's jumping to put shoes on and throws a bag over his shoulder and grabs a slingshot and like just plows through a door that like a rickety door that swings open and kind of like waves back shut with no geezers on the front, and then like he just jumps off this zip line that like takes him to the like forest edge where he kind of like tumbles out of the woods and dusts himself off and runs over to everybody.
I definitely like the idea of Spud just being like, "Come on! Like, come on, Barry, let's go!" And Barry's like, "No, I don't want to go. I have all these pigs I gotta deal with, and I need a nap."
You can deal with your pigs later. Let's go.
Oh,
I
I
don't
should
want to go.
should've-
It's just about a damn ghost.
have prepped a South Park
I cannot do this
That's
voice
what should've
forever.
happened.
We are South Park characters.
God damn it.
Fantasy South Park.
What's Wendy's voice?
Ooh.
It's kind of high pitched and soft.
Yeah, she's like, oh, whatever. Oh.
We'll do that.
All right.
That'll be my voice, I guess.
Okay.
Fine, I'll go. Only because that way I can maybe tell this guy that his goose is cooked.
Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. That's a funny one.
I actually love that.
Where's Flick? We'll-
Cut.
We'll see him there.
Yeah, I don't know. Cut to Flick, like reading a book. Like, was there something I was supposed to do today?
No, there's like he's in bed and there's a rooster next to him that it's wearing a muzzle and it's like the alarm is silenced. That's so
Analog
stupid.
silent alarm. No, I love that. Okay, so you all head over to Dougal Brownbill's place, and you get there. Let's say right about second breakfast time. You know, I think that checks out for halflings.
God dang it, Spud, you're making me miss second breakfast.
As you say that, a halfling opens up the door and just. Oh, did someone say second breakfast? Well, my wife just whipped some up. I take it you're here about the notice on the board. Please do come inside. I can offer you. We are cooking second breakfast.
Awesome. Yeah, let's
We
go.
got food, yeah.
Spud will pull an egg out of his pocket and hand it to him and say,
An egg in these trying times?
Well, we are cooking up eggs if you'd like to add it to the collection.
Egg.
Thank you. I will hand this off. Anyway, please do come inside and make yourselves comfortable. Have a seat, and he'll like step back and let you all inside of his home.
"Oh yeah." Spud like barrels in, like the second he hears "make yourself at home," he like kicks his shoes off at the door, and then like rolls around on whatever rug, like fuzzy rug there is. Does this guy have any pets?
Yeah, there's definitely like a puppy, kind of like yapping about. There's probably like a cat like up on a windowsill, you know, not being all active. But yeah,
Mhm.
definitely pets.
Spud is hyper now, not gonna mess with the cat. He's gonna play with that dog.
The dog will, it will play back for sure. It's
Give
happy.
him a red rocket. Give him a red rocket.
No, you friggin' perv.
After a moment, Dougal will come back from the kitchen, sans egg, because he, gave it to his wife to cook. Right, well, second breakfast should be ready in just a few minutes. Would you all like to take a seat at the table and we can discuss the matter at hand?
Oh, yeah, I'll take a seat.
Please do.
Like the first one to sit down.
Well, that's normally where I sit. That's fine. I'll go over here.
Bud, why don't you take a seat at the table? Okay?
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good Wendy.
Thanks,
Yeah.
I'm trying.
I haven't seen an episode in so long. If Flick sounds like Timmy or Jimmy, though, we're going to have to have a moment.
Honestly, I imagine Ryan joining and being like, what the fuck? Like,
Yes, well, first of all, I should say hello and welcome. I'm Dougal Brownbale. I posted the notice, as you know. I haven't really met too many folks in town. I've only been here a few months now. You know, my father, they called him Old McDougal. He, unfortunately passed away, and I inherited the farm, so I came here to take over from the duchy to the south, and I'm glad to be here, and it was pretty neat winning that goose competition. It's the first time for me, I guess, beginner's luck, but thank you all for answering the notice board, and who might you all be?
We live in the same freaking town.
But I'm new. I'm new. I'm sorry. I don't know you. What's your name?
Fair enough. Well, I'm Barry Bit Me.
Barry. It's very nice to meet you.
Yeah, have you ever had any, like, bacon or pork butt or anything like that? It probably came from me.
Oh, yes. Oh, Bit Me. Yes, we do have some Bit Me brand pork. I think we're frying up a little bit of fat back right now, actually, to go with the second breakfast.
Which day did you pick it up?
I'd have to ask my wife, but we normally go once every 2 weeks or so.
We're probably cooking up Sally then.
Well, I hope Sally is delicious.
Yeah, she is.
Okay, and who are the rest of you?
Spud will like walk into the room. At this point, the puppy is like splooted on his head, and he's wearing him like a hat, and he's got the cat in his arm and like petting him like a Bond villain.
The name's Spud. Spud Crinklegrass.
Nice to meet you, Spud. You know, Ruffio and Pollyanna there, they normally don't take to strangers so quickly, but you must have a really good way with animals.
I got away with animals.
Yes, and who might you be? He looks down at Flinry.
Oh, I'm Flinry. Bloomspur, S?
Barrow,
Bloomsboro.
I think? Yeah.
It's one. Bloomborough. I want it to be an S, actually. Bloomsboro.
Gotcha.
Well, sophisticated.
This one works with swine. This one seems to be good with other animals. What do you do, Flinry?
Tolerate them mostly.
Well, I appreciate you taking up the offer to track down Goots, regardless of your tolerance of animals. So you're all aware of the situation then. My prize goose, his name is Goots, disappeared. And, I mean, he's a prize-winning goose. I can't just let something like that, slip out of my hands. And I've got, really important business here at the farm. It's all still pretty new to me, so I can't just be, venturing off to find where he might have gone. So, if there's anything you need to ask me or to look around, please, I'd love for you to do so to help figure this out.
Sometimes when there's a smaller animal, like a little piglet, there'll be like a big fucking bird comes over and like snatches it. You think something like that could have happened to your goose? There's like a big freaking eagle or vulture or something just come in and snatch it?
Like a bigger bird picking... Well, I mean, it's not impossible, but, I mean, it would have to
You
be...
see any blood lying around or anything?
No, the only thing was there was a break in the fence. And we managed to repair it, but...
Oh, you...
it was a
That was evidence!
You repaired the crime scene.
Well, we keep other geese in the pen. We can't just let them wander off.
How long ago did
broken
this
pin.
happen?
Oh, okay.
Well, just a few days, just 3 nights ago, in fact. It was just a week after the contest.
So we had a goose break, and only one of the geese ran away?
Well, that's at the time, yes, and we had to repair the fence quickly so that the others wouldn't get out. You see, our pumpkin patch doubles as the geese pen. Geese, they don't really tend to eat pumpkins, so it's kind of saves space to keep them together. And well, this one happened to get out, and a few of the pumpkins were broken up around the break in the fence too, but that was it as far as a disturbance.
We'll do it for the cat and the puppy
Oh,
and a pumpkin. Two
and-
pumpkins.
well, and the gold, I presume.
Gold
Yeah, we'll do it for gold.
Well,
and the cat and the puppy and a pumpkin. 2 pumpkins.
roll a persuasion.
I'm not gonna try too hard on that persuasion.
Aren't you, though?
Jesus.
Aren't you?
All
You
right.
should know by now, no
First
matter
roll's
what
a
you
quit.
roll.
First roll's a crit. You.
Oh, it's a dirty 20.
Oh, dirty 20. Okay, yeah.
Still a fucking
Jesus
20.
Christ.
Dougal's like, I suppose you could have 3 or 4 pumpkins if you wish.
You hear that? We got 3 pumpkins.
And the dog says, "Yes, we do." I'm just kidding.
Sam?
um, well, is there anything else? If not, I suppose we'll eat and then you can get to your investigating.
Yeah, let's eat up. You have anything spicy to put in it? Is it
We,
spicy?
we typically do have sauce, yes.
You have any gravy?
Not with eggs and fatback, no.
Well, that's okay. I brought my own.
All right. Enjoy.
You got some pocket gravy. Any respectable halfling will bring some pocket gravy when they're
Oh
going.
my God.
Please
going
tell
to
me-
A big
breakfast.
part of my little goblin heart says yes, absolutely yes.
I
Pocket
hope-
gravy.
Please tell
And then
me.
the human part of me is like, God.
Please tell me it's loose in there, like Napoleon Dynamite's tater tots. It's you just like slop your hand in and it's just
Oh,
like it's not even in a packet. You just have a gravy
Oh my
pocket.
The worst way to transport gravy.
not even a Ziploc. Just
Not even a
gravy in the
Ziploc.
pocket.
He just pulls the pocket out and like tips the gravy boat into it.
Ugh.
So Dougal's wife comes in and sets down the food, and as soon as she does, this other smaller halfling runs immediately in the room, into the room and just goes, Dad, the fence, it broke again. The geese, they're everywhere. They're running around. I don't know what to do. And Dougal immediately shoots up and he's like, okay, second breakfast, we'll put it on pause. Can you all please help me wrangle up the geese? I'll add in some extra gold and an extra pumpkin if you wish, but just can you help me out? I can't lose any more geese.
Deal's a deal. I'm gonna go outside.
Okie
Let's go.
dokie.
I
Excuse
definitely,
me.
bless you.
Hands
I definitely like take the
bless
plate
you.
with me.
Okay.
I put down the cat and like, I'm still wearing the dog, but I'm like, walking with a plate.
As we run, can I just insight check the dog to make sure he's actually alive and he's not wearing him as a hat?
Sure.
I'm turning it
Give him a
into a
little piece.
horror campaign.
Feed him a little piece of potato.
Oh, okay, never mind. He took the potato. Everything's fine.
Handful of gravy.
Oh God, you're killing me with this shit, guys.
All right.
He's not known for his table manners.
So you get outside, and there are geese everywhere. If we could have maybe some like down home
It's
farm.
funny because I was gonna try to look for the piano music from Untitled Goose Game.
Yeah.
That works too. But either way, there's a little bit of chaos going on. Down here is where you can see the break in the fence. And yeah, there's geese running all around. Some are up on the roof. Everything's just going kind of crazy. And this is not a combat encounter per se, but
Per se.
I mean, you could hurt a goose if you want, but it's not, we'll see. But either way, geese are all running around, and Dougal here's gonna look at his son and just say, "All right, we're gonna try for the one up on the roof, I guess. Can you all help out with the others?"
Oh, this is new. This is not just the way you do things.
No, this is not how I do things.
You don't do free range goose?
Well, they live in the pen.
Alrighty, so I guess we're catching these things.
Please, yes, if you could catch them and get them back into the pen, that would be wonderful.
Spud
What
like
do we get for
finishes.
this?
Oh, I said I can throw in extra gold and an extra pumpkin
Okay.
or something. Please, just I don't want to lose any more.
Alright.
Bud finishes like hand scraping his plate into his mouth and then like sets it on a pumpkin and puts his hand up to let the dog lick it, like clean his hand.
It's like, let me see if I can do this.
And he lets off a goose call to try to just send to his friends. Shout out a goose call, and I'm gonna roll some animal handling.
Sure.
Oh, he goes to do a goose call, but like belches and like gravy shoots out in between his hands, and it's and then puts that hand up for the dog to lick.
Yeah. In fact, it's going to make with a nat 1, your goose call actually repulses one of these geese, and it starts to like tangle itself up in these bushes down here.
Oh, God damn it!
Well, guys, it tried. Let's go home. Oh, wait, no, geese.
All right, so yeah, Dougal and his son are
See you
going
in
to
the
try
mission, everybody.
to. right, so Dougal and Son are gonna try to get up on the roof and take care of this one, and y'all are free to handle the rest of these geese as you see fit.
I'm gonna try to get the ones on top of this little chicken coopy looking one.
Okay. And how are you? Yeah, everyone should have control if I didn't already say.
Yeah.
If you want to put in token info, whatever, you can go for it.
Are you ready for this? All 9 of my hit points.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say at the top. We're doing this as a nice like low level 1 kind of thing. You know, 1 on the shirt for level 1.
That's funny because we already have our first natural one on like the second roll of the game, Tony.
It's true. After a dirty 20, we got the spread.
Can I try to, I don't know, like run and jump up there, like using momentum and just like a really good like foot launch up there?
The music kicked into like some
acrobatics or
proper
something?
like dur-dur-dur-dur-dur-dur as soon as you said that, which is perfect. Yeah, you will notice that Dougal and his son are kind of using these sort of like crates to get themselves up there too. So that's also like a simpler method if you'd like to try that.
Nah, I'm a monk. Let's go.
All right, then yeah, go for let's see, 17. Yeah, I'd say you get up there with a 17. You bound up there pretty easily.
Nice. Oh, I suppose somebody should probably fix the gate.
Yeah. Oh, so I'll say, the son. If Dougal is going to try to get this one on the roof, the son will go down to try to work on that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to like grab this one and just kind of like, like, yeet it.
Just throw it Zelda style.
Yeah.
That works. I will need a grapple check.
Can I use that with acrobatics, or is that strictly strength?
It can only be strength to grab something. It's strength or acrobatics to escape it.
Fuck.
But you know, roll. I mean, you got to roll to hit first, and these are just little geese, so it's not gonna be hard.
But if I have to grapple with strength, I mean, it's gonna be a little hard considering it's a +0.
Yeah, perhaps. Like I said, they're still geese. So it's a low. Yeah, all right, so 13, you definitely are able to like get at it, and now let's see if you can maintain your hold on it.
With oh my god, fucking stop.
Yeah, totally. You got it. You grab a hold of that goose.
Cool. And then I yeet it back. Oh, my dice is the same color as the pumpkins.
Oh, all right.
Anyway.
You yeet it. Why don't you give me another strength just to see how far you yeet this thing? I'm not gonna say you're like a nat 1 will just mean you barely get it in. You're not gonna like miss the throw.
Not dex because I'm a monk.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But strength.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dex is
God,
fine.
I was like, God
Sorry,
damn it.
sorry.
Bruh, how many times do I have to hit? Nope. Okay.
All right, 6. You get it. You get it just over the fence. It's back in the pen.
I keep having to put disable on that. That's so weird.
All right, so Spud and or Barry, what are you guys doing to help this situation? Or in Spud's case, drive one away.
I guess I'll go since Spud already did his persuasion or animal handling, whatever it was.
Sure.
Barry would like to use his history of corralling hogs, and so I would like to offer that I use stealth to be able to kind of know how to like kind of get around them while they're not exactly looking, and get like right up behind them. So
Sure.
I would like to do that because that happens to be my highest number. So.
Sure. Which one are you going for? We got a few here to the south. This one's kind of getting itself
I
tangled
said
in
he'll like
bushes.
circle around the barn
Mm-hmm.
and like come back over to this thing that was kind of stuck in the woods.
Okay, sure.
17 for stealth.
Yeah, it's pretty occupied with being kind of tangled. It does not notice you approaching at all.
Okay, and then do I need to roll something to actually catch it?
Yeah, it'll be the same. It depends on what you're specifically doing, but it'll be the same as what Sid did.
He'll try to catch it.
Okay.
Is that athletics or something?
If we're doing grappling rules, I know I made you roll to hit as well, Sid, but I think we can just do the strength check to grab it, because
Okay.
I'm gonna give these things like basically no AC.
Yeah, because he's small, he's not got the best strength, but here it is. 18.
Oh yeah, you absolutely got it. I'm not even gonna bother to roll opposing with that.
And he's gonna carry it over and then like shove it in the thing.
All right. Yep, that's another goose in. I think Spud, we're back around to you.
All right. I'm going to let's see, rush around here. Are we using stat speed at this point?
I'm not really tracking speed. You can just go to the one you want to go to.
I'm going to kind of creep up here, and then I'm going to use minor illusion to make a pile of grain, just kind of like just loose grain, just appear it as a massive pile where I am, and just wait for one to come peck at the grain so I can snag it.
Definitely the one closest is gonna come over, and as soon as it pecks and realizes it's fake, it's gonna like stand there.
Oh,
like,
it doesn't get the chance.
Okay.
It doesn't get the chance. The second it approaches, like, ooh, yummy tummy time. It's like two arms emerge from this this pile of grain and just glump. Assuming I can hit it. Can I make that a dex based or just attack?
I mean, we're grappling, so it's just gonna be strength. Unless you're doing something else. 12, let's see here. These things are, for getting out of grapple have next to nothing. You get it, and it just manages to slip out of your fingers. It also got a 12. Just slips right out from between your fingers. And we'll go back to Flinry, who's still up on the chicken coop.
I go for number 2 because it hasn't moved.
Yeah, these geese they're being pretty chill and not moving between you guys.
I mean,
much.
if they're not trying to kill me, I don't care.
Yeah.
So
What?
strength for the pickup.
Well, this music just took a weird turn. Let's back it up.
9.
9. Let's see. The heck? Oh, there we go. It also got a 9. So same as Spud. You kind of you manage to grab a few feathers and it slips right out and you're just left holding said feathers in your hand.
Does this bird try to run away from me?
I mean, like I said, I'm not really making them run, but it is going to make an attempt to do that for sure. Like, when it comes
I would
back
like
around.
to use my reaction to do an opportunity attack.
Ooh.
Okay, you can do that, and then we'll go to see what Barry's doing next. So go ahead.
Ah!
Yeah, and 11's still gonna get it. These things just have just like a flat 10 average. Let me just see here. Yep, you got it. You have a hold of that goose, and now Barry will cut over to you, having just deposited one back into the pen.
Yeah. After the whole ordeal of dealing with one, he's gonna see if we can try and get more in. Sorry, excuse me.
No worries. I know you've had a long day.
Yeah, he'll try to wrap back around again, and then he'd like to use animal handling to like group intimidate to try to like funnel them in and like shoo them to hopefully just kind of like
hurting
fly
them a
back
little bit.
over here. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that would be an animal handling.
Okay. That is only a 2 for him. He's not very wise, but he's got some experience. Oh, I got the +2. It's... Oh,
you got a nat 20.
He's got the experience though. This ain't his first rodeo.
Yeah. So all three of these.
Take us a wild goose chase. Come on.
All three of these here start funneling kind of back in this direction. They're not going like directly into the pen because it's a bit longer of a hike, but they are headed in that direction for sure. If I
I guess I would just kind of position myself to.
So you should be able to see the arrow there. Yeah, so they're kind of headed right toward the proper opening for sure.
I think for flavor, as they rush by, the Spud and the goose kind of erupt from the imaginary grain as it dissolves, and the goose is like kind of dragging Spud to like fall in line with the other three with that
Sure.
crit 20. Jesus.
Ugh.
Yeah, you're getting yanked in that direction. And we're actually back around to you, Spud.
Oh, cool. I will. I mean, if he's doing a good job with this, I'm gonna let him do his thing. I'll kind of.
I probably would be like, quick, make sure that he would kind of like
Do you want to like head him off?
harken over to be like, yeah, cut him off here, so that way when they funnel in, they
Yeah.
keep on going in.
All right, yeah. I'll kind of do that, and start doing some goose calls and all that,
Cool.
and let my boy fly.
All right, Flinry. This one just escaped your grasp, but it's still kind of just teetering around on the roof there with you.
Can I check to see if the dude, the guy who called us here, is he like paying attention to me at all, or is he distracted?
Roll just a quick perception.
Yeah, dang.
I mean, you just with a quick glance over, you're both on roofs, so it's pretty easy to see that he's kind of, the goose is kind of like at this sort of angle, so his back's totally toward you while he's like trying to scoop it up.
I want to use my bow staff and not like lethally or like painfully whack it, but I want to like give it
Bonk
like
it.
a good bump.
Yeah. I was waiting for someone to do that.
Like I don't want to be an asshole. I'm not trying to
No,
kill
no,
the
it's
geese,
fine.
but I
Yeah.
want to hit it.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm pretty sure I wrote specifically in my notes they have 1 HP for this exact reason, so someone could just bonk it.
Oh.
Yeah, you totally hit with an 18. You can roll a damage if you want, but like I said, it's they
No,
you
it
just
was
have
like totally like I nudged your butt to get you like flapping in that direction. I mean, there's enough height
Yeah.
slash forward momentum that hopefully you make it in the gate.
Yeah, you bump it, and it so are you trying to like knock it out, or are you just prodding it in a direction?
I'm just trying to prod it like off the roof towards the gate.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you can totally do that. It's gonna be angled that way and slip off, as the other ones are also heading in that direction. And Barry, we go to you, as I'm assuming just probably coming up behind him.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue to do the same thing and hope for the best. Probably not gonna repeat a nat 20, but.
They're not going as fast as they were with an 8, but like they're in that direction. Like unless you sway them in another direction, like they're still going to continue in that trajectory. So you're all right.
And if I was using athletics instead of animal handling, just to like kind of move back and forth to keep them in, like it would have been a 10. So
Sure, yeah, totally. And Spud, they're rounding your corner, so I just want one. You can tell me what kind of check it's going to be based on what you're doing, but just one from you to make sure that they go around that corner the way that Barry is trying to get them.
Hell yeah. Oh, come on.
Animal handling with a 7. You get... So the one that Sid bumped off the roof goes, and then some of these others go, but there's one last kind of hanger-on that tries to make a break in the other direction around you. Just one.
Oh, get over here.
I'll give you a chance to do something about that if you'd like.
Oh yeah, I'll snag-a-rooski the lad.
With a 10, let's see. Yep, you grab it. It got a 7. You grab a hold of that last goose.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kind of like quick basketball pass it, just like whoof, chuck it into the gate.
Perfect. So that happens, and then Dougal here is going to come down from the roof, like Link with a cuckoo style, just holding the goose and somehow like flying down with it a little bit.
Parachute down.
Yeah, and he will close off the gate behind him there, and his son's gonna, finish up repairs. But for now, the geese have all been wrangled in.
Nice. High fives all around,
Yep.
obviously.
Well, thank you all so much for the help with that. Well, second breakfast is still ready if you'd like to head inside. If you'd like to take a look around here first, you certainly may, but otherwise, please come on in. I'm sure you have quite an appetite after all of that.
Oh yeah, I definitely get a big ol' appetite after the whole workout. Yep.
Great. Well, yes, come on in. And we'll head back inside, and yeah, there's a nice spread. Like I said, there's like eggs, toast, butter. Not like bacon, but like I said, there is fat back specifically. Get some real high caloric content going on here on the farm, and yeah, you'll all be sitting down. Right. So, is there anything else that I could help you with as far as tracking down Goots? Anything else you'd like to ask, or like I said, I know I'm new here, but I was a part of the competition.
Was the break in the fence today at the same area where it was broken last time when Goots left?
It was. We repaired it, but it wasn't really back up to 100%. So I think
Clearly wasn't prepared very well,
No.
sir.
you see his
Respectfully.
you see his son kind of like very sheepishly like eat a bite, like I know it wasn't great.
I could have a look at that for you if you want. I'm pretty handy with some tools.
Sure, that would be great. I mean, I assume you want to take a look anyway. Anything else I can help with? I mean, you've all been around these parts longer than I. I don't know if there's any like, suspicious characters. I would hope not. I would hope it's just a peaceful farming town,
Can I borrow that hand pie over there? That's cooling on the counter.
I'd rather you wait till it's cooled and we can enjoy it together.
I'd rather I didn't.
I understand that on a spiritual level.
Oh god.
That was one of my favorite posts. Was like, do you wait for your food to cool down, or do you through it?
Yes.
How about we go outside and we look around for some clues, and maybe you can like spruce up their gate a little bit, and then we can be on our way.
Inside, outside, inside, outside. This
sure,
is
let's
bullshit,
finish.
isn't it, Bubbles?
We can finish up the meal and you can do your thing.
You're very patient. A lot of people would have said that we were jerks and kicked us out by now.
I'm new here.
Just an observation.
I don't know what the customs are. I mean, I know I'm a halfling like the rest of you, but I'm new to these parts. I'm from more of a city kind of area.
Well, let me tell you, honey. Being polite and standing up for yourself doesn't always work. Doesn't always work.
As she's saying this, Spud has picked up like someone else's finished plate and has been like licking the plate.
His wife, Dougal's wife, will like snatch the plate out of your hand and just be like, "Yeah, he doesn't stand up for himself, but I will. Give me that other plate." Now, Dougal,
Job.
you know I've never trusted any of those other farmers around these parts. Doesn't matter. She'll stack it and grab the other one off on the spot. Now she's like holding 3 plates. You better tell them about some of those weird characters from the competition. I'm going to take that one before you even get a chance to lick it, laddie. You better tell them about those other suspicious lots that were part of the competition. You may be all trusting of folks, whether they're halflings or humans or centaurs or whatever they be, but I'm a little different, all right? Now I'm going to clean these plates, and you better learn how to get a spine, okay? And then she'll go
like
off
her.
into the kitchen.
I was
I like
already
her.
cleaning those plates.
I like her very much.
That might be the exact same
Me
voice I
too.
used for Lancer's wife. I
It
think
is,
might
but
be.
that's okay.
Whatever.
Lancer's gonna be pissed off.
Assertive wife in my brain means Irish accent for some reason.
That's fair.
So she'll go off to clean the plates that Spud has just licked.
So tell us about these suspicious characters, sir.
Yeah, right. Well, there were other people as part of the competition, who I beat, and I guess I'm new and all that, and maybe they didn't like it, but well, there was the dwarf.
Get the name, sis. Drop the receipts.
Okay, sis. There's the dwarf. He lives in Dale. Magman. I don't know. He seems kind of really full of himself, but he's there. He was a part of it, And then there was Haunchy. She was the centaur from Dole. She had a goose in the competition. And then there was that guy, what's his name? Hogwin? Thurston Hogwin, that was his name, from Dell. I'll be honest, I'm a trusting person, but he was a bit of a shady guy.
Made him so shady.
If one of you wants to roll me a history for that name, go for it.
I will.
That turned into Mickey Mouse. Oh,
I mean, I'm already really like, I can't sustain that voice because, oh wow, look how good that went.
17.
Hey.
Nice.
So we're already all over the place. So let's just go.
That's fine. All right, so you definitely you have heard this name because Round Mountain, there's kind of like these 4 different communities, right? And each one kind of has a different vibe. But specifically, Dell to the north, it's like a very, like, these are all peaceful farming towns, but that town specifically has way more of almost, not like a factory farming thing, but this weird, like, conglomerate kind of vibe to it, because this guy, Thurston Hogwin, is kind of like mafia boss protection style, like, these are all my farms and that's why you pay me kind of attitude. So everybody knows that name and knows he's kind of skeezy.
Is he the type to make like foie gras by chance?
It wouldn't surprise me.
We should take him down.
So you want me to stab him? You want me to stab Hogwind?
I think we should find Goots first, and then
I
we can take revenge upon all of the poor little...
So we stab Goots and then
Animal.
take home Hogwind?
I said nothing about stabbing. I only want my goose back. Please don't tie me up with any sort of violent affair.
Okay, so we tie him up, stab Goots, and bring home
I don't
Hogwind?
think he wants us to stab Goots at all. I think he wants us to bring Goots back.
I'm a little confused on the mission.
Please
We don't have to touch that guy. Just leave that guy out of it.
This guy?
Totally. All of the guys.
Yeah,
Right,
notice it the gold is
don't-
for getting Goots.
We're here
Don't
for the
touch
Goots.
the guy. We're here
We're
for the Goots. We're
Right,
here for Goots.
well, if you all want to head outside and investigate, I am going to help my wife do the dishes. Bye. And then he's going to go away from the kitchen while his son just kind of sits there at the table just like, hey.
Do you like buttons?
No.
Oh. How about marbles?
Anyway, I'm gonna go outside.
Yo, this kid sucks.
Come on, Stan.
All right, so you head back outside. Geese are all in their pen.
Oh, good. You squiggled a gate there. I was like, there's no gate there. They're just gonna wander out again.
Yeah, so let's investigate as I'm like collecting some tools and wood to like repair the fence
Mm-hmm.
in my ramshackle little rascal's way.
Okay, it's like, it's maybe like half repaired from what from Dougal's son was doing, but it definitely could use a better doing.
Well, fortunately for you, I am proficient with carpenter's tools.
Suddenly,
All right.
Spud hit puberty.
Yes, I would like to become a man, using hammer, nail, saws, and wood. What did I roll for that?
You said you have carpenter's tools?
Yeah.
So, for if you're repairing, I think it'd be just a 20 plus your proficiency, right?
Could I add dex to that?
Yeah. Sure.
Tight. I guess I should wait to do that until after we investigate. But I will remember that.
If you can do the roll now, just if you want the number while it's on the brain.
Nice.
And I'll just 14. Yeah, that's yeah. You can get it in much better shape for sure before you leave.
Cool.
So yeah, you're free to look around the area and all that.
So what do you see, Flinry?
See?
Can I do investigation check to see if I spot any like stupid little animal prints or something, like some little flappy feeties or like a wolf prints or?
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Tight.
I'm proficient in survival for such things, so I will grant her advantage.
Great.
Oh, thanks, cause I only have a +2.
Well, I only have a +2 as well. So.
Okay, so 16. 16. Flinnery, you're looking around, and unfortunately, with the geese that just got out, it makes it really hard to spot like anything in particular, because there's going to be, you know, freshly turned up dirt and stuff, and not turned up dirt, but, you know, fresh prints from the geese running around and stuff like that. Fresh prints, now on Peacock. And but the one thing that you definitely notice is that bush that sort of the goose ducked in before. You would kind of see that, like, it almost looks like something. There's like a. It's almost like the bush is almost kind of folded back into its natural state, but you would notice it's parted in such a way that it seems like something of a decent size, like, broke through that bush and, you know, kind of pushed all the reeds aside to get to the pen on its way in and out.
Gentlemen, I would like to draw your attention here, thusly. As you can see, it might have come from this way, into the pen, or out of the pen, or maybe back into the pen. Either way, here's the trail, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's so you can definitely, I'll say this, you're not necessarily getting much of a trail. However, based on like the parting of the bush, you can tell that this thing, whatever came through here, was like definitely bigger than a halfling, definitely bigger than a humanoid. It's pretty beefy thing came through.
Oh. While I'm repairing the thing, can I tell if the damage was caused, which side of the fence the damage was caused?
Yeah. So weirdly, it looks like it was caused from the inside. Mm-hmm. Like as if this thing, like, it made a quicker exit than entrance, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Give me anybody who would like to roll, I'm gonna say it can be investigation or nature for a little bit more of like a so Spud, 15 nature. Since Flinley figured out that something probably kind of big moved through the bush, you could maybe surmise that this thing it stepped over the fence to get in, like its natural stride just let it step over, because this is just a pumpkin patch and it's just like it's got geese, right? Like this isn't a really high fence, it's, you know, a foot or two, and this thing just stepped over that probably, but then for whatever reason got out a little quicker and just, you know, Looney Tunes right through. You can tell from the brakes.
Gotcha. Do I see or smell any, like, bits of fur? Or, like, see any claw marks or footprints over this way?
You can roll me one more investigation.
Could I do survival?
Yeah.
Yeah.
22. That's pretty good. It is so hard to see, but you do find the faintest, like, bit of a footprint near this part of the fence. It's like the depression of a heel or something, and it's hard to tell like exactly what it is, but you can tell sort of by like the depth of it that, yeah, this was whatever this thing was. It was a, you know, a large size thing, I would say.
Do we get humanoid feet, like cloven hooves, paw?
It would be a humanoid foot.
Humanoid foot. Interesting.
Just had big stinky people feet.
So maybe it was the sketchy guy.
Could have
Big
been a
sticky
sketch guy.
feet. It wasn't me.
Not you, the Hogwin guy.
Spud definitely looks at the hole in the brush, and then over to Barry, and then back over to the hole, and back over to Barry, and his eyes kind of narrow a little bit.
If Barry were to put his foot in, it would be like when like you put a baby's hand next to his parents.
Well, it's certainly stinky enough.
Hey, screw you.
Let's chase this trail. See what happens.
At some point, Dougal will come back out and join you all in the yard. Dishes are done. Everything's taken care of. So have you had a look around? Any leads, as they say?
Well, I didn't use reeds. I used boards and nails, but the fence is all patched up. You see, it fits in along with the green there. You might need to sand it and stain it, but it's doing pretty good as far as structure.
Wow, that does look very good. That's marks above what my son did. Thank you so much, Spud.
Yeah, he kind of sucks.
I know.
What? What?
We're trying.
Wait, what?
The farming thing is new. We all have a lot of learning to do.
Can I? This is me just bullshitting around mostly, but can
Uh-huh.
I insight the guy to see if he wants us to go and check out this Hogwin guy because he doesn't like Hogwin, and like maybe he stole his own goose,
I
and
see
this
what
is
you're
all
saying.
just a clever ruse.
That is a very fair, thing to want to look into. But I absolutely incite that.
Yeah.
15.
Not bad.
15, you can tell for whatever reason he just seems genuinely timid around like all these other farmers because like this is not his world at all, and like everyone he mentioned, like he just feels like I'm nothing like those guys. I just happened to win a contest.
Fair. Very well.
Yep.
Oh, let's go get this goose.
But please do. Where are you? If you're going to talk to any of those other farmers, just I hope you I don't know, have safe travels and all that. It's not too far to the other towns, but you know how it can be for us halflings.
Yep.
Well, safe travels and all that. I'll get back inside. Actually, I might spend a moment studying your work here, Spud, see what I can glean from that. And he'll go over and just start seeing
As he
checking out what you did with
approaches.
the fence.
Spud's gonna take the dog out, the puppy out from like inside his shirt, and kind of give it a smooch, and then present it back and say,
It could be dangerous, so watch my puppy while I'm gone, please.
Is that not my puppy?
It'll be okay, Rufio. It'll be okay. Papa will be back soon.
I would say he's already here. Thank you.
and then he'll pull the cat out from the other side. What did we name? What was?
I don't
its
remember
name?
what I said. Pollyanna, I think.
Pollyanna.
Just pulling names.
All right, Peepaw. Keep everyone safe here. There can be some dipshits, these humanoids, these peoples. But you got it. You know what's going on.
The cat looks at you with just no expression. Just
Yeah. You too, bud.
He'll just plop it down.
It stays exactly where you plop it down. It doesn't even move. It's just like, cool. This is where I am forever now.
Yeah.
I just give it a thumbs up and turn and join.
Cool.
Start marching down the trail.
All right, we'll move back to the. Oop, that's not the big map. That's the big map. Just so you.
What's
Okie dokie. So you are. This is your town, Dell, and yeah,
to the thick of it?
you can go where you want to go. It's only a couple miles between each town. So traveling's relatively easy. This wasn't going to be like.
Well, you say that, but we can only move 25 feet around.
Yes, but the towns.
Collectively.
Yes, but the towns are only like 4 miles apart or so. I didn't want to make this a thing where you had to travel multiple days. You know.
I would like to use animal handling to get some goats to carry us.
I don't think anyone's gonna part with their goats.
Not by choice, baby. That's what theft is for.
Like, I know that, so it's like a 1-2 shot. It's very linear in nature. That's the nature of the beast. But every time we get into these things, I'm like, man, it'd be so easy to just turn this into an evil campaign.
If you listen, Dougal doesn't have goats, but if you truly want to steal some goats, we can go for some goats. If that's really what you would like to do.
Dougal
This
just
is
let
the play.
strangers into his house and have breakfast. It's like this could become a murder, real quick.
This is the play. I go to where the goats are.
Okay.
I make friends with 3 of them. I I get them comfortable with us. Then I release the rest of them, like open the gates and yell,
Feeble revolution!
and as we ride away on our goats.
Well, I'm not gonna just give them to you. We're gonna see how this goes.
That's the play.
Okay,
I've
so
already started walking.
so you're definitely able, like, they're definitely, I mean, these are all farming towns. Someone definitely has goats, so you're able to go to, like, and it's your town, right? So you'd know who has the goats. So if you want to go over there and first of all just give me an animal handling to see if they even like you. A 19, okay, they like you. Let me. So you do that thing. You open the pen, because opening the pen wouldn't be a check, right? But you want to get them galloping in that way. Let me roll one thing real quick. Okay, whoever's farm this is rolled a listening check of 9, so they do not hear you yell this. Maybe they're too busy with their own second breakfast, and yeah, if those goats get loosed, except for the 3 that you want to keep as mounts.
Damn goats are unionizing again.
Okay, you have 3 goats. You have goat mounts.
Oh no, not 3 goats! You have no idea the damage 3 goats can do.
Well, for now they're our friends.
If you say so.
You want to hitch a ride?
Hey there, Billy Goat.
What about you, Pork Chop?
You want to be my friend?
The 3 goat, the goat that Spud has is all like, yeah, I'm happy, whatever. The one that Barry has kind of looks at him like, like, friend, what does that mean? And then the one for Flinley is just kind of very blankly looking up like, goat.
I've seen that look from a goat before, and I know exactly what you're talking about.
If it just looks at you and like a Pokemon says its own name.
Well,
Not really, but
its weird eyes too, like, really lend to that because it's
Yep.
the pupils are so fucking weird, and they just kind of look, and you're like, that's not right. Okay.
there's a reason the devil is in goats or whatever that weird superstition is.
That's the smart one.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Bah.
Okay.
I don't know any better. Let's go.
The blank one's just like totally nonplussed, just like, okay, I'm being ridden now. The one Barry gets on, it gives him a really apprehensive like, and then travels along with the others.
Oh, it's all coming together, y'all.
So where are we going first? Exactly? We can
That-
go to
Man.
Dole Dale. I'm Doug Dippadome.
Which was the shortest walk? Because I don't feel like walking that much.
Shortest one
You're
would
on
be
a goat.
shortest one would be to Dale. It's just under 4 miles. Yeah, if that's what you're.
Go to Dale.
Alright, I'll try riding this goat to Dale.
Dang it, Dale.
Okay, yeah, so you ride, and it's 4 miles. You're on goats. It doesn't take terribly long to get there. It's maybe only around lunchtime when you get there, I would say. Since all the, your halflings, it's all about the meal times. So you get to Dale.
Ooh.
It's a very similar town to the one you were from, for sure.
Dwarf lives here.
Yes, this is where the dwarf lives.
Whose name I forgot. 'Cause I didn't write it
Magman.
down fast enough. Thank you, Magman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wrote down Dwarf Dale, like Dale was his name, and then I was like, that's not his name. But by that time, we were already like
Yeah.
trying to conspire to kill somebody.
Oh, good. Yeah, this is the one where the dwarf lives. Is that where you would like to go to him?
I mean, it's as good a start as any, right?
Yeah.
All right. Alrighty, so if you're like riding in a town and asking around, first of all, there'll be a lot of people like, oh, isn't this cute, little halflings on goats. But if you're able to ask around, people are obliging enough. They'll tell you like, oh, it's down, you know, it's on this end of town, whatever. So they will point you to Magman's farm.
Hell yeah.
You roll up to the farm, and there's nothing really, nothing stands out about it necessarily. However, he also has a very large goat pen. Just coincidentally. But otherwise, when you go there, there's nothing like, no one is outside working the fields. There aren't, you know, there's no one is out and about. It just seems like a very quiet little house with a big old goat pen. And, you know, other things, you know, there's some other crops. He's got his own geese, what have you.
You guys hungry?
Please.
I'm always kind of hungry, yeah.
He reaches into his pockets and pulls out like some pre-wrapped like sausages and cheeses and
Oh, thank
like
God they're wrapped.
like Big Newtons and stuff.
Oh, thank God there's sausages and cheeses.
I'm just now under the assumption that every time Barry's like, "You guys want some snacks?" It's always just like, pocket, just
Straight out of
Here
the
it is.
pocket.
Just
yeah.
pocket meat. While you're chowing down, the door will open, and actually roll me a perception real quick, the three of you. If you have anything that's hearing specific, this will be a hearing check.
This is when my blood
I
pressure
got
multi-class comes in.
zip on.
All right.
Yep, that's about
So
accurate.
Flinry, you hear a door opening, but it is not the one out front that you're facing. From the way you hear it, it sounds like it's like a side door or something. And you see a dwarf step out from the side and sort of like go up and start like, you know, checking on his goats. He doesn't notice any of you in front of his house. He just kind of is focused on the goat pen. He's going over, like checking them out, like, you know, giving them putting out some feed, checking the trough, you know, taking care of his goats, what have you.
Briefly, I want to the visual just came to me that we're a bunch of little assholes sitting on goats outside of this guy's house, like just eating stuff and staring at the building.
Yes. So this guy comes over and he starts he's taking care. He doesn't seem to take much notice of you all, if any.
Hear me out, you guys. He looks scary, and I don't think I want to confront him about theft.
We should kick his ass.
I think he'd kick our ass, or his ram would. I'm just saying.
I want to turn his beard into some mittens.
That's his name, I think.
Mittens?
I don't
It's
know, that
Madman.
dwarf looks pretty big to me.
Hey, mittens!
Oh, God.
He kind of like turns. Mittens? Who's over here talking about mittens? Who are you lot just staring at my house sitting on goats eating meat?
That's such a good accent, by the way.
Thank you.
We got cheese, too.
I don't care. Who are you?
Name's Spud Crinklegrass.
I didn't ask for your name. I asked who you are and why
What's
you're
it
in front of
to
my
ya?
house.
Who am I but not my name?
Why
I'm
are
a
you here?
guy.
Are we being, secret about the goose thing, or do we just want to come out and ask him?
I think we're just gonna come out and say it because he's kind of scaring me already.
Where's
Hey,
the goose,
yo.
pickle nuts?
We're looking for a goose named Goots. He's big and fat and fluffy.
He stares at Barry for a moment and then just starts going. Oh, that, what's his name? Dougal. He sent you all out here, didn't he? Can't even check up on his own goose. New to the farming game, new to the goose raising game. Can't even keep track of, much less track down his own fowl, can he? Well, you're in the wrong place. I have my own geese and I have no interest in any of his, prize winning or not.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Sure.
Respectfully.
Nat
Boots.
20.
Oh, God.
Barry's got a
damn,
nat 20
Cartman.
This
inside.
is my second nat 20. And what? I'm not Cartman. What are you talking about?
Barry is for sure convinced, like guaranteed, shadow of a doubt. It's true this guy has no interest in anyone else's livestock, crops, whatever, but his own. He seems to be all about his deal, not interested in anyone else's. And perhaps because he's a dwarf and these lands were settled by dwarves, there's maybe some like ancestral pride there or something that you could like look into further. But definitely he says he's not interested in other people's stuff. He means it.
Oh, we asked him and he gave an answer. I guess let's just move on. Nothing to see here.
Okay, I trust you. I think.
I'd like to insight check Barry.
So let me get this straight though. He sent you here. What does he accuse me? Just because I didn't win the contest? Listen, I am descended from the original Dale line, okay? I have pride in my work. I take care of my own, and I raise the best darn geese and grow the best wheat and corn and everything else you can imagine, because that's what dwarves do.
Can I be real with you for a second?
What do you want?
I mean, I don't want anything. I was just gonna say, like, he didn't say anything bad about you or Haunchy. He just said that maybe Mr. Hogwin was real sus as fuck. TBH.
Hogwin, that guy is full of... No. Well, what this one... It just taps the goat the way the used carsman slaps the car. Just like the used car salesman taps the trunk of the car, just like that Hogwin's full of what this one here tends to drop. He don't know nothing about farming either, just gets other people to do the work for him. There's no pride or earned anything in that.
Well, that's not what Joe said.
Who?
Joe.
Joe
God damn
who?
it.
Joe Mama!
God damn it.
I didn't... So,
Good one, Spide.
So you come onto my lawn, you sit on goats, you eat food, you stare at my house, you ask me stupid questions, and you make stupid jokes.
Hey, listen, I didn't come onto your lawn. Your lawn came onto me first.
I don't appreciate any of those lewd comments either. I am a dwarf. I have pride in my work, and I do it all by myself.
I'm gonna
Look
nudge
around.
my goat to just start walking away.
Do you see-
I'm going.
Do you see other farm hands around here?
This guy got nothing
It's
for us.
all-
Let's go.
That's right.
Right.
Get
Later,
outta
Tickle
here.
Nut.
Have a good day.
Get out of here.
I
Have
think
a
that went really
wonderful
well.
day.
Right. Come on, goatsy.
As soon as
And
you
he goes
fucking
back to the
said
pen with his
Joe, I
goat.
was like, this motherfucker.
Oh, it's so good. It felt good.
All right. Well, you leave. Are you just moving on completely? Is that the move?
I mean, I don't know yet. I just want to get away from him because he's got a lot of violent energy.
Okay.
I feel like if he had a great sword, he would have already yeeted it at us by now.
We could play a little game of Hello Neighbor and like creep around his place.
Sure. I mean, once he yells at you, he goes back to his pen and is paying you no mind. Like, he told you to leave. He didn't even check to see that you left. Like, he doesn't even care to that degree, you know?
I mean,
What
yeah.
do you
if he
Is
can
your
go
cat
stay-
behind your monitor, Andrew? Is that what that was? You did this move like you were, like, watching something go behind your screen.
She was zooming around behind a couch.
Gotcha.
She thinks it's dinner time.
Ah.
Barry, do you trust that guy? You seem to, like, agree with him real fast.
Yeah, being a stout folk and all, I got some dwarf in my blood, and we just I just got like a sixth sense when I'm talking to dwarves, and I think he's for real. I think that dwarven pride that he was talking about, that resonated with me. I think he's telling the truth.
So you think we're safe to move on then?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Next one?
When you turn to leave, everybody roll me a perception real quick.
Oh, shit.
And the crossbow bolt flies into my skull.
Wow.
Let us back.
Wait. You can re-roll a 1. You're a halfling.
Oh, I
That
can!
is true.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Andrew could have done that earlier, but
No, I couldn't.
a 14. I'll give it to you with a 14. As you turn, and look down the road, you know, back to, you know, where you came from. Let me see here. You, just for a brief moment, you see this female dwarf kind of coming down the road. And she notices the three of you, and then very quickly is like looking around. There's like no other path, so she just does like the, just turns around and starts like very suspiciously like walking back to the direction she was coming from. Like,
Well,
there's no,
let's move on.
There was nothing to like hide behind, so she just went people, and then like walked away suspiciously.
Oh, I guess I didn't see crap. I just rolled a 2.
Yeah, a 2. You're not gonna see much.
What is it,
The lady
Flinry?
saw us, and then she turned and she walked the other way.
I
That's
don't
racism.
I don't stink that bad. I took a shower or took a bath like 2 weeks ago.
Frankly, that's not. You should shower more. But no, she just like came and looked at us, and I didn't like that, so I'm gonna. What would Flinry do?
WWFD.
Do we want to go to a whole other town just to be sent back this way to talk to the busty dwarf? I do not. I'm gonna go
Wait,
after
she's
him.
what now?
I'll follow.
Exactly. Let's go.
Barry just gallops right over her.
The fucking goat just like goes like wow, like just right on by.
Would that be accurate to say, Richard?
Yeah, and I now call my goat Waluigi, so that way I can go wah every time.
I'm gonna say if Barry really does gallop over here and like, wait, she's busty, then I'm gonna say Barry is gonna get to her first.
Okay.
And I mean, so like you
Oh,
catch up to her first. She's not.
Hey there, lady. I'm Harry. I mean, Barry.
Yeah, that's that's good. I'm Lola, I guess. And she'll. just
Hey
kinda
there,
keep
Lola.
going on her way.
You know, you seem smart and funny. What are you doing in these parts?
Well, I live here, don't I? I'm also from Dale. Smart and funny ain't normally what they call me, but that's fine.
Oh, you're a Dale girl, huh?
Yes, that's what I would be if I hail from Dale.
Hey, my friend over there was saying that you were like giving us a quick look and then kind of like getting away. Like, what's up with that?
In the distance, just what are you saying to her? Like,
Oh,
Don't worry,
get
about
goat
this is
back.
going real good.
just walking down the trail and realizing I forgot something at home is all.
Insight check.
Sure.
Can
She's
I get any
actually
more
me when
nat
she goes
20s on my
shopping.
insights, please? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you believe her. You're not like 100% sure, but you're like, yeah, that's plausible.
I am distracted by not what she's saying.
You're distracted by her smarts and humor.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
They're the
We
size
don't
of
need
my
the word
head. Come
clue.
on.
Would you like some gravy? Just handing pocket gravy.
Do you have some vodka gravy?
So, yeah, you know, you don't think that's like 100% the answer, but you're like, yeah, that's plausible. She forgot
Mhm.
something at home.
All right, I guess I'm just gonna turn around then and be like,
Well, okay, it was nice seeing you, ma'am.
At this point, the other two would have caught up for sure.
Hi, mommy. Mommy.
Oh,
Sorry,
great,
mommy.
there's all
sorry,
three of them.
Mommy. Sorry, mommy. Mommy.
Do you want
Ah!
something, kid?
I don't remember.
Right.
Flinry,
What about you?
what did-
Are you sensible? She looks over at Flinry. Y'all want something from me or not?
Yeah.
You would come and say hi because you like looked at us and then you turned the other way.
Yeah, I was just telling this
Get it.
when I forgot something at home.
Are you sure? Because it could have very well been like one of those instances where I'm going shopping or something, and then I walk down this one particular aisle, and it's got like 2 people in it, and it's such an inconvenience that I just decide to walk around the entire store and come back later.
I'm a dwarf. Inconvenience doesn't really get in the way of things, you know?
You know, it's funny you should say you're a dwarf. I'm actually a part dwarf myself.
Oh yeah,
You
which
were
part?
asking if
That's
we
where we should
wanted
go.
anything from you, and I can say that I do. What are you offering?
I'm not offering anything. I'm just seeing why you're bothering me on my walk.
Do you?
Hey, hold on. Nobody's bothering anybody, all right?
Do you know anything about a missing Goots?
Everyone's heard about the goose that's gone missing. Were you just over there accusing Magman of doing that?
I wasn't accusing anybody of anything. I'm just asking if anybody's seen the Goots.
No one's seen the prize-winning
It's
goose
a
around
goose.
here. No.
Wait, you said you were running back home?
Yes.
And you live here in Dale?
Yes, I was going back to my house.
And you turned around to walk away from it when you saw us?
Turned around to follow the trail back the way I came to go to my house.
I must be geographically impaired.
Right, perhaps. And she kind of like straightens out her outfit a little bit. Uh-huh.
Oh, look, we didn't mean to inconvenience you or anything. We're just trying to find the Goots.
Right.
As
Well-
a favor.
Well, I haven't
to
seen
new
it.
in the area man who's just trying to make a way for his family.
If... Alright, look. If it'll just get the three of you to stop bothering me... I
Yeah.
was at the tavern earlier today, and there were
Yeah.
some folks from out of town talking something about birds. That's all.
Yeah.
I heard that much.
Yeah. At the tavern then, just in time for second lunch. Is that a thing? We can make that a thing.
I'm gonna nudge Goat in a direction.
Right
we can
then.
make all this go away. All for the cost of one butfer.
One what?
One butfer.
I don't know what that is, so have a good day, kid. And then she's gonna turn and start walking. Actually,
This close.
she'll turn to where she was originally going, toward Magman's house.
Oh, they're seeing each other, maybe.
Did you hear Goat voice?
I think we're gonna go try out the tavern.
I hate this voice, by the way. This is killing me.
It's
I know,
great.
my voice is killing me too. I'm sorry I started us down. It's a South Park show.
You want it to be linked.
Okay, so off to the tavern. Is that
Fine.
what y'all would like to
I
do?
mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
People are talking about birds. I want a bird for lunch. Here we go.
All right.
Let's
Love a
do it.
bird for lunch.
They could just be talking about birds, though. I'm not having a whole lot of stock in this, to be honest.
Morgan, go away.
Alright, let
It's not
me-
time yet. It's not time.
Okay.
Go away.
So
It's only 8.
you all head to
I'm
the
in the
tavern. It is this tavern is called as you get or let's say before you go inside, I suppose you walk up and you just see the big sign up front just says the Drunken Dale, just named after the town it's in, and it sounds like there's like a good buzz coming from through the windows and through the door. It seems pretty popular.
Oh, I see my next husband down there. Oh, man.
And
Wait, really?
Oh, definitely.
Which one?
I think it might be the Aragon-looking guy, to be honest.
well, hold
Oh,
on,
a tall folk.
don't get ahead of yourselves. You haven't stepped inside yet, technically.
Oh, sorry, my bad, metagaming.
I walked by a window.
yeah, you could say it was by a window. That's fine. But yeah, why didn't the music play?
Hello, nurse.
Let's see, there we go.
You're looking at Legolas, aren't you?
So like I said, it's you hear a lot of the general hubbub coming through the from the inside.
General.
General hubbub.
So, the last two encounters made me think about maybe we're approaching this incorrectly? Maybe
I
a
should just
smidge.
stab. Should I smack him in the net and the knee?
That depends. How many hit points do you have?
Enough to get the job done.
Do you?
That's debatable.
I don't know. Level 1. Richard might as a barbarian, and that's about it.
I've got 15 with the resistances, so maybe effectively 30.
Okay. Especially if we're going into a tavern, though. Like, maybe not. Maybe.
Wait, guys. we should probably all get on each other's shoulder. Does anyone have a trench coat?
Oh my god, we should all have a trench coat.
I'm gonna see if I can like swipe a coat from a hook inside or something.
If you would like to do that, you can try. I
I
would
would
need
like
a
to
sleight of
try.
hand. Dirty 20. All right. That's pretty good. Let me just do a little roll behind the scenes.
Fling's right, we're not gnomes.
You do swipe there you see a coat that looks large enough, let's say, that an orc could wear it. Mm-hmm. And you snatch that coat.
All right. So, who's gonna be the talker?
Uh-oh. I have a +0 to my charisma.
Yeah, me too.
What's a carnisma?
All right.
It's a
You-
flower
I
that
don't
only
know what
grows
it
in the
is, but I
desert.
don't have it.
Who wants to be the walker then?
I immediately point to Barry.
You are definitely not on top of anyone.
So are you stacking up? Are you doing 3 halflings in a trench coat? Is this happening?
Absolutely. Well,
All right.
I'm not
As long as I get the bottom, because I'm the stockiest. But not because I'm fat. It's big bones. It's dwarven blood.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Who's I will say, like, there's kind of there's like a little bathroom over here,
mhm.
and if y'all want to like go in there and assemble yourselves, you can. It's presently unoccupied.
Oh, I think like just outside the door.
Okay.
Like,
You
so we
definitely get.
walk into the tavern.
There are
all, like,
definitely a couple people who walk by like do like the really long unbroken rubbernecking look.
So I do have a +1 to charisma.
Goots thing like ultra seriously, and we're like, no, this is
I-
camp.
I didn't expect to be the face with a charisma of 12, but here we are, baby.
Okay. so it's Barry on the bottom, Flinry in the middle, and Spud on top.
Can
hmm
you carry 2 of us, Barry? Because if you can't,
Yeah, I think so.
Do I need to roll athletics or whatever?
Give me like just one check now. I'm not gonna make this like a recurring thing unless something goes real bad. Yeah, 21.
21.
You got it. You got it.
Y'all, this is great.
You can definitely, yeah.
Like Tony smiled, but internally he's like, these fucking jackasses.
Yeah.
No, this is giving me like, no. This is making my brain go, all right, there are a lot of ways this could go wrong. I'm on board.
Like, the tavern door flies open, and we see this like
Wacky and fun inflatable flailing tube band personified.
Andrew, you're the only one who could do a perception check. I guess, like, if the other two want to peek out from between the coats, but, like,
oh yeah, we got we got like
Sid and Richard, if you want to do a perception check, I'm going to say disadvantage because you're just, like, peeking through the coat. But if y'all want to just survey the scene as you get inside.
Yeah, I guess I
Damn.
can do it.
20 at disadvantage. Wow.
I'm doing a...
It would be 15,
15, yeah.
but I also
Still.
calculated 20.
15.
An 11. That's not terrible.
That's not
Okay,
bad.
Spud, I guess you're too busy trying to stay balanced. You just kind of, you're just like, oh, it's a tavern, it's busy. You don't pick out anything in particular. The other two on the bottom are a little more observant. Like Barry, you kind of see off to the side here, kind of in between these shelves is like sort of a little VIP section. And there's what seem to be kind of like some noble ladies in there at the moment, having their, maybe like a brunch, like a later lunch kind of thing. Flynn, where you get a pretty good observation of the rest of the tavern. You see, first of all, you notice it's a lot of folks who, appear to be dressed the same as you all, right? You're from farming towns, so you're used to that kind of look. And so there's a lot of folks that look like that, but two notable things you would notice. The first is, as you kind of look down toward the tables, you do notice right here is the only orc in the place. And you are wearing about an orc-sized coat at the moment. And you noticed in the far back of the corner are 4 individuals who definitely look like out-of-towners. They do not have the same style of clothing. In fact, their style of clothing maybe even looks a bit like, this is like for players, not as much PCs, but like it maybe looks a little bit from a different time period, maybe like a little more Victorian in design, as opposed to all of you who are like, you know, maybe a little before that in history, you know, as far as the fashion makeup.
I think that may be an honest-to-God adventuring party. I've heard about those.
There's people that
They like
do
go
that.
out on adventures and slay monsters and stuff.
That's super dangerous, though.
Yeah, I
focus
never
on
want
the
to do
mission.
that.
Let's head on over to the bar.
Is that a part of
Okay.
the mission?
I kind of waddle.
Wait,
Yeah,
outside the
definitely.
bar.
Yeah, definitely is.
As we lean, like land on my elbows, like
All right, what part of the bar are you going to? You can move
think of this
yourselves.
free corner there.
Okay.
Rip.
to the left.
Um,
To
something,
the left.
something you guys said. Put something. Oh right. So y'all are halflings, but like, are you all like, what age are you all? I should probably ask, because I'm assuming you're all
Oh,
like
that's the
about.
like
irony. Is I'm
children.
totally of age.
Okay.
Wait, what?
This is very unnecessary.
Yeah, that's what I want to ask. Is like, aren't you all like technically just young, like technically adults? But all
I
right.
think we're like at least young adults.
Okay,
if,
yeah.
If
So
anything.
like, you would be served in this tavern just fine. But if you're trying to be all stealthy, it's, you know. So
we saw an opportunity and we took it. This is our
It works.
first job.
It works. So this first barmaid's gonna come over and just kind of lean over. Just looks like you've got maybe a little bit of a back problem there, traveler. I do hope things weren't too tough getting here. Would you like? We have a coat rack. Would you like to, you know, take it off while you're inside?
Oh, fine. I'm fine. I won't be here very long. The name's Spudman. Spudman.
Nice.
Gravel Spudman.
Nice to meet you, Gravel Spudman. Well, we're a full-service tavern. If you want food or any ale or anything like that, I'd be happy to be of service. If you'd like to sit at a table, we've still got a few spare slots.
I would like 3 of your ale beverages
3 ales. That's a lot. Shirt coming right up.
for me.
That's my statement is unchanged. She'll go to the tap. Are you been wanting those back to back or all right now?
Oh, all right now, right? Thank you.
All right.
Jesus, it's working.
And she'll grab all 3, put them all in front of you. Right. You want a tab or is it just gonna be these?
That'll go on my tab.
All right. I'll mark it down. Gravel Spudman. Right.
That's the one. That's the name. That's me to wearing out for it.
Right. Well, if you need anything, again, I'm Holly. Like I said, if you want to have a seat at one of the tables, go for it. I'm gonna help
Thanks,
some of these other
Holly.
folks.
If I need you, I'll holler for you. Holly for you. Yeah.
She's back to work. She doesn't even notice you. She's grabbed the broom. She's starting to sweep up, you know, some of the.
Guys, score.
And I'm just gonna like hand the ales in there.
All right,
Hey,
let's
wanna
be
go?
Cool, everybody. And like start spinning around to like survey the bar.
So what's the move?
I think we. Well, now we're kind of saddled with trying to take a seat near their table.
Near whose table?
Near their table, the adventure party table, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's go over there. Let's go over there. All right. Let's go. These ales going right to my head. Am I right?
So as you are making your way over there, you are going to pass at some distance by this orc at his table, and you see that there's like 4 plates that are like totally cleaned up. One of the maids is like bringing him another order of food. It looks like he's just been like pounding back the carbs. You know, maybe it's bulking season for this orc. And as
Every season is bulking season for orcs.
yeah, as you go by, he's gonna look over and just like, hey, wait a minute. Hey, excuse me. You there, the tall one.
The name's Gravel Spudman.
No, yeah, nice to make your acquaintance and all that. They call me, Hornsby. Listen, that coat you're wearing? You know, I got one just like it.
Well, you must be a fashionable fellow.
I was gonna say, it's a good coat, right?
It's very warm and comfortable.
Just wanted to compliment you on your choice there.
Right back at you.
All right, cheers. And
Cheers.
he'll tip the ale toward you. Yeah, make a could be acrobatics or strength, you know, to not tip over when you are, because if you're clanking glasses with an orc, there's gonna be some force. You shift in such a way that he's like, friend, I kind of hope I think you're hiding something under that coat.
I'm a man of Christ.
Christ is a deity. Is a deity in this campaign. All right.
Good sir, that is quite inappropriate.
Roll.
No, you roll a save for confusion.
I'm gonna roll an insight for this orc.
Okay.
This
Oh my
orc,
God.
this orc just nat 20'd. Wait a minute, friend. You know, my coat, it's got a stain in that exact same place from when I wrestled that goat over at Magman's farm. You mind, sort of pulling back the collar a bit so I can check the tag?
Bandage him. Oh no, he's the type of guy to stow his name into his own clothes.
He kind of starts, like, standing up.
Oh no.
Okay. I will. Could I minor illusion that? Like, just when I pull it up, make a different label?
Hurry, walk away.
Yeah,
Just
100%.
start walking.
That is a
Yeah.
thing you can do.
Yeah.
All right, you do that. Minor illusion. The wording of it, does it have anything about being able to see through the spell? Like if it's based on your DC or something like that, right?
Create a sound or image of an object within range that lasts for duration.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have to have a
against your spell
successful
save DC.
investigation.
Yeah. What's your DC, Andrew?
Oh, not high. It's like a 12.
Okay, he got a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Barry, just start walking.
So he's gonna put one hand on your shoulder.
Oh no, I need to pee. We better
And then,
get
like,
to the
he's gonna
bathroom.
reach the other hand around to, like, pull back the tag, and as he does it, part of his thumb is gonna pass through the illusion and just... something tells me this ain't your coat, friend. And he's gonna just, like, yank
My
it
purse, I don't know
right
you.
off.
1-3. Hey,
I grab
oh,
his arm.
God.
I grab his arm.
Okay, I'm gonna need a strength save, I think, to...
Can I brace myself on his
19
legs?
is real
to,
good,
like-
man.
Hey, there you go. Never mind.
19 is real good. He does not beat a 19, so he pulls it and you tug it back and he's like, kind of lets it go. He's like, you got some muscle under there, friend, despite your general weird lankiness.
I never miss arm day.
Yeah, well, looks an awful lot like my coat, and it better be there when it's my time to leave.
So at this point, do I gather that he's onto our shit, but he's giving us a window?
Definitely.
Like, all right.
Sid, you were so fast with this. I'm just gonna. Absolutely. Thanks for
Oh, that's
finding
good.
tonight's thumbnail, Sid.
Yeah.
There's a similar one I saw where instead of stacking up, the one guy like did kind of a handstand, and his friend like held him to his like
Was the
chest
belly,
upside
yeah.
down, and then puts over the coat so it just looks like a pretty like round person, and then he goes
Uh-huh.
like, "I will take one ticket, please," and it worked. Like he just looks like a really
saw that.
husky person. It was so funny.
That's good stuff.
Okay, so the orc, yeah. If you would like to roll me an Andrew on an insight on what you just said, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah. This orc knows that is his coat, and you're up to something. But he's like, well, he like held my arm back, so he's must be strong. I'm gonna leave him alone for now, but this better not be a problem for me.
Are you saying he's impressed?
Charmed by our endearing whimsy.
He
He's
only knows
defi-
that you exist here.
he's
technically.
maybe not pleasantly, but he is surprised that like as an orc, whatever you are was just like prevented him from yanking the coat off.
I kind of sheepishly like look down and say, Yes, sir."
Yeah, all right. And he sits back down. Ah, another mutton.
Mm.
I'll
Okay.
sit down now.
Yeah, let's go sit down.
How's this gonna work?
Yes, I would like to know how this is going to work myself.
That is a good question. I think like I kind of like and like put hands on the table,
Uh-huh.
and then maybe like Barry crawls under the stool, under the table, and then like Flinry like
I'm
kind
like
of
the butt in the seat.
yes, I don't know. Or no, like I can stand and you can also climb under the table.
That'll work.
So I'm like just standing in a trench coat looking like I'm sitting,
We're gonna need.
and you're both under the table.
This doesn't look like a tablecloth establishment.
That's even funnier.
It's definitely not. So now the maid is gonna come over to you and just hello, sir, can I offer you any food? And the two of you under the table, can I have stealth rolls, please?
I guess I'd be under the table.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you don't want to be under the table, in which case now would be or when she leaves would be a solid opportunity to cry. Oh no!
No, reroll your halfling.
Reroll. Nice.
There's a halfling Lena roll.
So the she walks over and
This is fine.
can I get you anything, sir? Anything to eat?
I will take an appetizer sampler tray and a large bowl of the soup.
Great. Well, the soup of the day is potato leek, and our appetizer tray includes crackers and cheese and an assortment of
Standing on
dried
my hair.
meats and
You're standing on
berries
my hair.
and a flagon of fresh milk.
Mmm. Make the soup a double.
I can do that. And that ought to be enough for you and your two friends hiding under the table, too. Anything else for you, Laud, or is
That'll-
that enough? She
that'll-
immediately just looks right underneath because she rolled a better perception than she rolled a flat 17.
If I can just make eye contact and just, I have codependency issues.
The server gets a very sympathetic look in her face, like, "I'm sorry, dear. Well, if you'd like your own seat, please do. Otherwise, I suppose your friend can pass food under the table for you. Anything for
Okay.
you back there, lad." To Barry.
When I hear
Right. She stands back up. You're an interesting lad, aren't you? I'll bring you that sampler and that soup. Double soup. She walks away.
God damn it, Richard, you always catch me off guard with some of this shit. Like, I think in one of Andrew's, you were just like, I'm sorry. Like, flat out.
That was the Brick Mile one. I was like, I'm sorry, officer. I didn't know I couldn't do that.
The blatant "I'm not here" is amazing.
I'm not here.
I'm not here.
Though I will say, total side note, I've always wanted to play a barbarian who failed on a stealth roll, but then used intimidation to be like, I'm not fucking here. And they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, right. Okay.
This is the first time I've rolled up a barbarian where stealth is his best skill.
How did that happen?
That's hilarious.
Halflings get
one.
+2 to Dex, so I made him very Dexy and
alright, yeah.
Connie, and
Okay.
he's got a really high AC, but he
I know a very
Yeah.
kind woman named Connie.
I just imagine that he would have a lot of experience trying to like sneak up behind animals, trying to corral them and stuff. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
the stats
Um,
just worked out that way.
So you're sitting at the table, and yeah, this other party is sitting at the neighboring table doing their thing. Speaking in not like hushed tones because it's busy in here, but like they're not like loud. They're not like knocking back drinks. They're very kind of calmly eating their meal and seemingly in a big discussion.
Have they noticed the weird motherfuckers that have like somebody standing on a seat and like two under a table?
They seem pretty engrossed in their own conversation right now.
Okay, cool. I guess, do we come up now? Now that the jig is up? Now that the guy knows we took his coat?
I don't know. I didn't think we'd make it this far.
I mean, we kind of didn't.
That's true. But hey, we're not paying our tab, right?
Oh no, I think we can run out of
Okay.
here.
Well, yeah.
Well, thing is, if it's the three of you individually, then the tall guy's gone. You know what I mean? For the tab.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, the waitress knows which table they're bringing the food to, though.
Well, that is true.
That's also true.
Can't get past Andrew. Andrew knows how this business works. Andrew, let me know if my bartending and service thing RP is accurate.
Andrew's dealt with at least one person pretending to be two people in a coat. Or
Oh,
two
I
people pretending to
wish.
be one person in a coat.
Yeah, that's how you met
wish.
Amanda, right? She was on her friend's shoulders.
Yeah, absolutely. Big trench coat, beautiful eyes.
Amazonian style.
Is
Mhm.
this? I mean, that's
Hubba
what
hubba.
that's what Cake wrote the song about, right? Short skirt and long jacket.
Yes. Dude, yes.
So yeah.
I'm gonna crawl up into a chair, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll me. And Richard, are you climbing up or are you staying under the table?
I'm not here. I'm staying under the table.
Okay. Then Richard, disadvantage. The other two, roll me another perception.
Pass him like a condiment packet.
Wow, well that fits. He's
Yeah,
under the
Barry,
table.
you don't notice. But both Flinry and Spud, you notice the orc has, kept kind of an eye on you guys, and now that you have revealed yourselves, he does walk over,
Oh no.
and it's tough to. Sometimes grabbing the thing to rotate the thing is like
Is impossible.
it keeps getting covered by the icon. You know what I mean?
Mm,
All right.
yeah.
Okay, so he comes over, walks right up to you all.
Hello.
He's just
Hello,
staring down at
hello.
the two of you. Right. Hello, tall man. And he's gonna just reach, very slowly lift up his trench coat, kind of put it under his arm.
It was a very nice coat.
It is.
If you take my coat again, we're gonna have trouble. And then he walks back to his table.
That sounded like a challenge.
Wait, I'll trade it. I'd like to buy your coat.
He's already walked away. If you're yelling that out or walking after him, you can.
Hey, no, it's
no,
fine.
no.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, you're right.
We have a Goots to find.
We do have a Goots to find.
If this whole thing turns into just a trench coat thing, that's fine. It's two parts.
I mean, yes, but I already pulled up like music for the Goots reveal, so there's got to be like an epic reveal of some sort.
Yeah.
At
It's
some
funny
point.
that you think that's happening in part one.
Well, I don't, but I have it on standby.
Cool. I would love to know. Oh, I won't make a guess. I'll be surprised at whatever music you picked because I'm sure it's good.
That's funny because I'm dropping it right now.
Okay. Okay, so you're sitting there and the orc has taken his coat back. Barry is under the table. Eventually the person brings your food and the other party seems, like I said, to be very locked in their own conversation at the moment. If they are
Gonna
indeed
open
another
it,
party.
new tab, but I'm not gonna listen to it yet.
Oh, Sid, wonderful. By the way, the trench coat picture, that's going to be tonight's thumbnail for sure.
Perfect.
So do we just like ask these guys if they know about a Goots?
I mean, maybe we could because they're out of towners. We could just be like, hey, we're out of town and we're looking for a Goots that brought us over to this town.
I've got an idea.
What's the idea?
I like just down this big bowl of soup,
Oh, I hated every part of that.
and he like just kind of like walks on up to the table and says,
Well, you guys look like out of towners, and I would like to tell you a little something about this here town.
The four kind of look over at you.
We got all sorts of hometown comforts and inns and taverns, and you are in one. This is a tavern where you can enjoy you already have plates. And so our towns are great. We have great thing like big geese.
And when I say that, I'm gonna look at their faces to see if there's any reaction about big geese.
Big geese.
Big geese.
Yeah, perception, I guess, on that?
Insight?
Sure. Yeah, if you're reading a face, that's fine.
Hey, Barry,
Whoa,
are you
look
doing
at
okay
that.
down there? Oh wow, he got a natural 20
Nat
again,
20.
Barry.
Yeah, you notice all four of them, like, they weren't really paying you much mind, but when you mention a big goose, they all kind of perk up, like, they look down at you, and the four of them kind of look, and the wizard kind of takes another smoke of his pipe and just,
Did you say a particularly big goose?
Yep,
His name
we
is
got
Goots.
Goots the goose.
Oh, hello,
Big
little
goose.
lady.
Big
Hi.
Goots.
You know, we're seeking some sort of fowl ourselves. Well, perhaps we should say hello. This is
hold on, I wrote down their names. He points over to the human ranger-looking one. That there's Argo. He points to the dwarf. That there's Grimsby. Points to the elven archer there. That there's Leyleg. And, well, I'll give someone a point of inspiration to guess the wizard's name. Because
Grandpa.
through
Gandalf.
through the jokes and everything, you'll probably be able to figure it out. What'd you say, Richard?
Dandolf.
These are both close already. I will say it's in line with the Lord of the Rings names where it's like blank the blank.
Gandalf the Gay.
Randolph the
No.
Red.
Sid gets a point of inspiration. He is Randolph the Red.
and I'm
He's
Randolph
got a lot
the
of
Red.
swag to him, though.
Yes, he
I'm
does.
just saying.
And who might you two be?
The name is Spud. Spud.
Nice
I'm
to meet you,
Flinry.
Spud. Flinry.
And Barry is not under the table.
Nope.
Oh, that's the name of your friend standing over there.
He's not under the table.
They stand like
Does
in-
he know it would be more prudent to stand on the other side of the table leg? Because at this point, he's fully exposed to us.
No, I don't think he does.
All right.
He just starts to move over.
Does he maintain eye contact when he does?
He maintains eye contact the entire time.
And
It's like,
Randolph.
Did you know that when I move, so slowly, that I become invisible to the naked eye?
oh, your friend seems to have disappeared. How magical.
Yeah.
Fascinating little halflings. Anyways,
Insight check him. Does he really think it's magical?
If you'd like to insight check him, sure. Because it would take a 2 to realize he's just humoring Barry.
right, well, pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm sorry, so you were saying something about a goose.
That's right. And we could show you around town. We could be like your little tour guides for the small price of 1 butfer.
What now? Is that the currency here?
A butfer, yeah.
Oh, see, we're from the kingdom of Kabaria to the west, or the duchy to the west. We don't, we use gold there. I thought you used the same here.
Gold.
You
Oh,
use-
well, we use gold for currency, but you know, I'll accept a butfer.
well, do tell me, what is a butfer?
It's for pooping. Got it.
Can I insight check him to see if he actually walked into that or if he was being humorful again?
Yes.
This is so dumb.
Meanwhile, Spud is just like dancing.
He actually walked into that one, mostly because DM Tony has also actually not heard that one before. I don't like it, but I haven't heard it before. That was new for me.
Butts for pooping.
So anyways,
I think we'll see ourselves around. It's fine. We're here on something of a quest, you could say.
and the dwarf's just like,
Aye, very important quest.
What kind of quest? 'Cause
Well,
we're also kind of on a quest. technically.
Oh, how fascinating. Perhaps we can share information or something.
And the human ranger kind of leans in. Maybe if it would help to share, sure. Well, we're from the duchy to the west. There's well, I don't know. Perhaps you're aware of this situation in Kabaria. And if anybody wants to roll, I guess it would be a history. You can.
Aria.
Ooh, history. I can try one, but it's probably not gonna be good.
16 again. Pyom, 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 pyom.
Really?
Barry 17.
Wow.
Barry from under the table. Yeah, I know.
Wait a minute, I heard that. I heard that.
Andrew, do you want a history roll as well? No? Okay. So with 1 point of difference, both Barry and Flinry, though, you are aware that you don't know the exact nature of it, but you know this duchy to the west, there's definitely something not so good is going on over there right now. You don't know the ins and outs, but you know definitely there's a problem in that region.
So are you aware of the troubles we've been having to the west?
Everybody kind of has troubles, right?
Not like what's happening in Kabaria. There's a
Do you have a
strange
Goots that's gone Oh, I'm sorry. Go, please continue.
no goose, no. It's been a strange disease or curse or something going around. They've taken to calling it the blood site.
Future campaign foreshadowing.
And it's been driving folks mad. We've been sent here in hopes of finding some sort of cure. Our Minister of Economics sent us. He's a Kenku, and, well, you know how those folks are about foul and all that. And he thought perhaps we could find some sort of avatar of this goddess. What was her name?
And the elf chimes in with I wrote it down. Elf chimes in. Airdrie. That's her name.
Airdrie.
And if y'all want to roll a religion on that, you can.
I do because I'm actually perfect. Oh, I only have +2.
Oh, there we go. I am not gonna re-roll that because that is exactly him. He like religion. What's a god? What is a god to a non-believer?
Isn't that a lyric to something?
Yeah, it's a Kanye song.
That's what it is. Yeah. Flinley, you know that Airdrie is a goddess associated with generally birds and animals or whatever, but she's specifically often worshipped by the bird races. So your Kenkus, your Arakakras, etc.
Goots.
So you do know that goddess's name. Airdrie, you've heard of her?
I have, actually.
Wonderful. Well, we've been sent to. Well, we've heard stories about possibly an avatar of hers here that could help us out.
Well, I don't know anything about avatars. But strictly out of curiosity, because he's new in town and he's got us hunting down his goose. Have you ever heard of a guy named McDoodle?
Why was that so funny? It just was.
Have you ever heard of a guy named Nope, you know the name. I say that.
Yep.
McDougal.
I don't think so. You see, folks don't leave our duchy too often these days. We have express permission. What with it's a bit of a lockdown with the blood site going around.
I was just curious because he was saying he was new in town, and anybody who like leaves their previous town and tries out farming from scratch is clearly a part of like a Hallmark movie or like crazy.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd ask.
The wizard will respond back.
It's a fair question to ask for sure. And yes, and we do have express permission to have left. It's not a common thing, unless you're like Leleg over here, unfortunately.
And he says that, and the elf gets kind of a sad look for a moment before they try to steer the conversation away.
Right. This McDoodle, you said he's the one who quested you?
Yeah. named Goots who went missing. And we think somebody might have took him. And we're here in town looking.
How fascinating. We're both searching for things related to birds. Perhaps our paths
Kind
will
of why
cross
we
again.
came here looking for you, but apparently
You
that
came
was not.
looking for us.
There was talk of you. There was like, people are in there talking about birds, and we're looking for like a bird. So
I see. And what have you searched so far?
oh,
If
we
you-
searched this one dwarf's house, and he was really rude, so we left.
If you want to TLDR your stuff so far, you certainly can.
That's what I say.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Well, and what is left on your checklist then?
Let me pull it up. We have nope, that's done. We have Hanshi, the centaur, and we have Thurston Hogwin, whose race I did not write down, but he's definitely like the conglomerate type who might make foie gras.
You know that
And-
you would know he's a human.
He's a human. Blech.
Respectfully, Mr. Attractive Man here, sir.
Yes. Well, perhaps we'll do some inquiring of our own, since we're both seeking some special birds, it seems like.
And it's Goots. It's Goots.
Goots.
Not goose. It's Goots.
Noted. Thank you very
Noted.
much.
Good.
The archer, the elf will like get down toward on your level a little bit, not in a condescending way, but just like I want to be on your terms kind of look.
I just want to say, from one sometimes outsider to another, if you'll pardon the assumption with you halfling lot, best of luck on your quest.
You. Luck to you and yours.
Thank you.
And he'll go back up to his seat.
He's a compassionate one, that Lele.
Ye-
His kind have had a really rough go in our lands.
Oh, I was gonna make a weird comment, but I won't because now it's serious.
You mean albinos? It gets pretty
no,
bright
I was
out
gonna
here.
say that he was very pretty, but that's fine.
It's the dwarf chimes in.
It's not an albino thing, it's a elf thing.
I feel my pointy ears and like look at him and
I look
Right.
under the table. Barry, are you ready to go?
Slowly starts moving out.
Oh, your friend is back.
Yeah. I'm kind of hungry though. I'm gonna eat something real quick.
This whole time he never ate anything while
Oh.
other people were eating.
Let us do something for you, since we wish you Godspeed on your quest. We have been sent here with a decent amount of funds. We can cover your meals here at the tavern if you wish.
Be super rad of you. I only have a couple gold.
Oh, it's okay. It's on a tab.
Right, and we would cover said tab. That's the gesture.
It's okay. It's just on a tab.
Being lawful. Hey.
Hmm?
He's trying to be lawful. He doesn't know we were gonna dine and dash. So just smile and nod. Good job.
Dining and dashing is not very becoming.
I didn't say it that loud, did I?
You didn't.
Oh. Oh.
And they turn back to their discussion.
I feel like he's judging us and we actually have to go now.
I just pick up the appetizer tray and we all like shovel it in our mouths while we're walking to the door, I think.
Okay. The orc gives you like a side eye as you walk by. He doesn't like stand up or anything, but he's like, ugh, these three.
I'll give him a finger gun.
He just glares. He doesn't say anything. Just takes a big bite out of his like chunk of mutton.
Thank you for your coat.
All right. So I suppose you're off to somewhere else now. Would y'all like to decide where you're going and take 5?
We should have checked his pockets. The pockets of the coat. We should have checked the pockets of the coat.
Mm.
Well, I guess if We started going clockwise or counterclockwise?
Counter.
went from-
You're here.
Dell to Dale.
Then let's just keep on going because we don't want to like cross over to Dill and then like over or whatever.
You don't
So.
have
I mean,
to
you don't
go
want to
through the
go over
mountains.
the mountain.
Yeah. We'll just keep on going around in the circle.
All right, that's where you're headed. We will.
Yeah,
Oh,
here.
what the heck just happened? Oh, there we go. All right, so we'll take 5. When you come back, you will have arrived in Dole. Let me find the break screen. There it
Oh,
is.
don't
Okay,
dip it
we'll
over.
BRB.
Woo!
That is really funny. Oh, what the heck? Hold on a second. Oh, there we go. Okay. I accidentally... No, we're good. All right. For like a second there, I only had myself unmuted. We're good. All right. Okay, so we're back. And I believe you're all headed to Dole next, correct?
Bob Doll.
Bob Dole.
That's immediately what I thought when I saw Dole. It's like, Bob Dole approves of this town.
Bob Doll Pineapple.
All right, so, you know, your hometown of Dell and then Dale are both very similar in nature and, like, sort of economically, I guess you'd say. But Dole is kind of the like, you know, kind of poorer, more like rundown farm town as opposed to the others in the area. You know, so as you approach, it's you know, more huts, a little more slovenly appearance generally, as you approach the town. And being from the region, you would already know this about the place, that it's the less, you know, it's lower on the economic totem pole from the other farms. But this is kind of the sight you see as you're approaching it. You're muted, Sid. Oh, I guess on purpose. That's fine. Ooh, Enchanted Forest. But first, an ad for a 5-inch tall Ice Cube the Rapper merchandise. Let's just skip this ad.
No, order 2.
I've also got a 2-pack. Or a 2-pack,
3.
if you will.
Ah.
I get it. It's a music reference.
Yeah. All right. So you come up to the poorer town, and like I said, this is kind of the look as you approach. You know, the ground is sort of less. You know, it's less. The soil's less rich. It's a little more muddy, and the grass isn't as prevalent. And instead of like, you know, nice flowing river, it's more of like a marsh.
Can I do a perception to see if I smell goose?
Sure.
You never know.
And I'll
Yeah,
be doing a
that's
fair.
survival check to
Spending a whole
be
bunch
looking
of
for
time on
the...
a farm. 15.
You don't smell any goose, but oh, Barry, you smell that swamp.
Could I be doing a survival check to see if I see any similar trackings or anything that we saw leaving the...
Sure.
Yeah.
Not really. And you're noticing even as you're riding on your goats that like you know, it's more of a muddy kind of ground. You're noticing like as you clop through it, like the mud pretty quickly kind of like slurps back into position, you know?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is also the smallest town of all of them for sure. Like what you're seeing here, other than the one, because there's only like one farm here. Other than that farm, which would be like kind of off to the side of what you're seeing in the photo, this is like the entirety of the town. Just a couple houses, not even much of a square.
I don't think a goose would be here. We should move on. Anybody?
I'm
What
sorry,
did you say
what?
again?
Oh, sorry. I don't think a goose would be here. We should just go. Move on.
Why?
What do you mean? I mean, for all we know, there's a goose being held against its will.
He's right. Especially if it was taken.
You're right. If it was taken, we must find it. 'Cause I've got a special set of skills that makes me hell for little goose grabbers like you. I will
Wow.
find you, I will return the goose, and I will goose the goose.
I mean, honestly, like completely, that Thurston Hogwind thing, that could have been a red herring for all we know. And the guy's in on it on himself, and he didn't want Goose anymore, and he kicked him out or something.
Where are we gonna find a herring in this gunk?
You look
good
around
point.
and there's just like really sickly looking frogs, like they're like hopping on like 2 legs,
Oh no, that's not good.
but like not like a helpful 2, like the back or front, but like just the 2 on the left, you know?
That's awful.
I once made a bet with the guy that I could chop down the tallest tree with a herring.
How'd that go?
I failed. Lost that bet big time.
Damn it, Richard.
Slapping a fish against a tree? How's that work?
It's a Monty Python reference.
Oh, right.
Shit,
Oh.
that's good.
Hanshi lives here, right?
Yes.
And we don't think Hanshi did it. But again, the thing about whatever his name is could be total misleading. So we definitely need to check on this centaur guy. Girl?
Girl, yeah.
Hanshi. What kind of name? Okay. Yeah,
Haunchi
so we
sounds
can-
kind of raunchy.
I mean, we don't know. We don't know. We
That's
don't know
true,
the type
we
of
don't
person
know.
that Hanshi is. So Hanshi might be a dirty, stinking thief. So we need to go check on Hanshi.
Yeah, you head over to Hanshi's farm, and it's definitely smaller than a lot of the other ones. And in fact, like,
Right.
this being a rundown town, a lot of the fence is like, you know, pretty rotted and busted up too. So as you approach the farm, you see a centaur woman who is actually working on her own fence, kind of driving in, you know, more pikes, setting up more, you know, cross pieces and stuff like that, trying to repair this not too good of a fence. And you see her swinging her hammer, doing her thing as you approach.
What happened to your fence?
Oh,
Lady.
hello. Hi.
Hel-
Well,
Hello.
Hi.
it doesn't. Nothing withstands the elements around here for too long, I'm afraid.
Oh,
It just got like knocked down. Did it rot? Did it fall apart? What's the
did a
matter
goose
with it?
break
Bit
it?
of combination of everything, you know. There's, it's the ground doesn't hold in the pikes too well. We got, you know, various things from the marsh like to come up and just spread their grime everywhere. You know, those frogs hop around, the slugs crawl around. They rot through it pretty quickly. It's not the best place
Hey.
for a farm, but it's where my wife wants to be, and it's where we are.
I think I recognize you from the stock tournament for the geese. I think.
Hey, you had a
Yes.
good boost, didn't you?
Yeah,
Well, we came in last place, but it's fine. My wife was happy just to get a
you
prize.
placed.
It was.
I mean,
well,
in a
we
in a
placed 4 of
competition, even the
4.
worst goose in a competition is better than your average goose.
That's true. We placed 4 of 4, but hey, what are you gonna do? This is our life. Have you come to ask about that? I did hear the winning goose. Something happened. It was lost or something.
Just looking around, you know.
That is not the only set of questions I had.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
fire away. I'm all ears.
Do you ever put on pants? And if you do, is it the 4 legs or is it just the 2 hind legs?
I don't.
Okay.
Pervert.
But if you were,
Well, I suppose I'd probably do more of like a draping saddle, just to kind of cover things more like a dress around all 4.
mhm.
Are all your questions pertaining to my clothing choices?
No, mainly your half horse body is really what I have so many questions about.
Well, I am a centaur, and I realize there aren't many of us around here, but I suppose if you have any other questions, I could answer.
As a centaur, do you only have relationships with other centaurs? Or do you have relationships with horses? Or do you have relationships with people without horse bodies? Where
I-
do you draw the line?
Well, personally, I am monogamous with my wife, who is also a centaur.
Yeah, but in general, centaurs, like, I'm not fully grasping. So, like, you're attracted to other people that are like from the waist up, right? Or just only attracted to centaurs?
Are horses just booty calls with no conversation skills?
Yeah, that's another question. What's up with that?
I myself have never.
Expects defense.
Okay, I myself have never gotten to know a horse in such a way. And yes, many centaur are attracted to folks like yourselves who are humanoid without the horse bits.
That is fascinating.
If you say so. It's just who we are. You go inspect the fence, Sid. Are you looking for anything particular, or are you just kind of surveying the condition?
I'm looking to see if there's any like tension breaks in that wood, or like if there's some weird feety prints in the muck, or if I don't know, if I see like a sizable Goots trail or something.
You don't see that, and oh, sorry. Roll an investigation first.
But you just said I didn't see.
Spoilers.
Whoopsie,
14.
that's just a 5. That's just a 5.
Okay, there's no +9.
There's not a +9.
You
not
don't.
at level 1.
Well, you don't see that, like I said, and to your observation, the fence just decays. Like, this is not the biome for farming in general, but somehow she's making it work.
A
lot of root
that you made it
vegetables.
to 4th place even. Wow.
Well, like I said, it was 4 out of 4. What are you gonna do?
Wow, that's all you have to do is just keep on rolling 20.
Apparently.
Sorry.
If the posts wouldn't run out and they'd stay in place if you make a combination of ash and sawdust and put that in there with it. It turns it into kind of a cement, and it should improve the longevity of your posts.
I've never thought to try anything like that. Thank you. That seems
You're welcome.
helpful. I'm sorry. I never said my name. I'm Haunchy, and you lot are.
I'm Spud Crinklegrass, and we're the Ruckusteers.
I don't know that that's a word, but I'm happy to meet you all.
It's a word in Halfling.
Ah, okay. You'll have to pardon. I only speak common and whinnies. Well, I thank you for your fence tip. That's mighty helpful. Is there anything else I can be of assistance for? It's not the best farm, but I'm happy to be of service.
Can I pet your tail?
You may. Anything else I can help you with?
Have you noticed anybody's like suspicious, like around like the judging of the Goots and the Gooses?
The judging, no, I would say that's fair. It's usually a committee of folks from all the towns.
Nobody
Certainly,
that you would like label as sus a little bit?
well, people have never liked, what is his name? Hogwin from Dill, that's for sure. Although that's sort of an all-encompassing thing. That's beyond just the goose
No.
competition.
Respectfully, what the fuck is that about?
Well, you look at the situation he has going on in Dill, and you compare it to a place like here, and it's, it seems unfair. He's got a whole sort of network of farms that he keeps under his protection. Although, if you ask me, there isn't much to protect around these parts, and you compare that to what we have going on here, where the only farm is mine and my wife's, and as you can see, it's not in the best condition. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't just be complaining. She wouldn't like that, but doesn't always seem fair. Like a fair, even distribution of the land and the resources.
I think your feelings are valid, though.
Why, thank you.
You're so welcome.
So, people just don't seem to like Hogwin.
That's okay. I heard he's the type of guy to make foie gras, and like I think that's an exceptional reason to judge a man.
I
Those
suppose I would agree.
poor little animals.
Is there anything else I can be of service of? Otherwise, I do make it a tradition to at least leave any guests with a little sampling of some of our specialties around here.
What is your specialty?
Well, I wrote it down. Hold on.
Mhm.
Well, my wife, she makes a fortified milk from our cows.
Fortified with what?
Well, vitamins and other things like that. You put just a little bit of herbs in there, nothing to throw the taste off, but just to make it a stronger beverage.
Yeah, that sounds yum.
You would like one then, Spud?
Mm.
And the other two? No? All right. Well, she reaches into like one of her like pouches around her, and she pulls out like a not a, I guess it is kind of a mason jar kind of shape. She pulls it out and we'll hand it over to you, and it's like a little thing of milk.
What does that smell like? I want to do a sniff test.
Grassy.
The only checks I've done in this town so far are smell checks.
18, Barry. It smells mostly like whole milk, little bit of a buttery scent, and a little bit of like a fresh grassy scent.
That's the good shit.
It'll help you out if you're in a pinch.
How so?
Sometimes, well, I take a few sips sometimes when I'm working the field, and it sort of leaves me feeling more energized.
From milk?
We got the Lon Lon Ranch Moo Moo milk here.
I know. Andrew knows that this is a drink it later, like, battle buff potion, but my instinct is to just dunk that thing. Just
If Spud starts tipping it back, she'll be like, if I would save that until you need it. Let's say I work a farm. Sometimes it's dangerous. If I twist a hoof or if I smash a finger, it normally makes me feel better after I've taken a drink. You can take a sip now if you wish. And it tastes like a weird, like it tastes like milk, but with a really there's some weird like herbal notes in it. It's kind of strange. And Andrew, that fortified milk, it's basically gonna work like your regular healing potion. But instead of 2d4 plus 2, it's just 2d4.
All right.
Not so fortified milk.
Right then. I do wish you and your luck on your your mission here to find Goots.
Has anybody inside checked this lady yet?
No, but I will because I've been rolling pretty well with them.
Inside the crap out of her, man.
16.
16.
She seems pretty on the up and up. She just kind of does her thing, minds her farm, general this is my lot and I accept it kind of attitude.
Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of her. I think she's adorable, but also, we gotta cover our bases.
Yeah, seems really on the up and up.
How's your day been?
Well, I've been out here doing this fence thing, so quite tiring. Although, again, this tip about the ash and sawdust, I'm going to try that for sure.
So it's looking up.
Yes, that's been an improvement. My wife will
That's
be
cool.
happy to know that we've hopefully found a better solution for the fence.
Well, shit, are we on the road again?
I guess so. Well, I'm glad that that advice helped out. I'll be sure to let Deez know.
I'm sorry, D's?
Deez nuts!
And yeah. Well,
She just cracks like a little grin at that, just like a, like not a big laugh, but just like a, okay, I see what you did there.
God damn it.
uh-huh.
All right, well, back on the road again. It's probably getting to be, it's probably like about dinner time at this point.
I'm just saying, guys, I swear to, like, every god in existence, if we end up back in Dell, and Mr. Crinkle whatever is, or not Crinkle Bottom, that's not you,
Crinkle bottom. Where you got
McDougal.
that
If
from?
McDougal did it, I'm gonna kill that guy.
I mean, hey, I'm making it a point for you to have something in every town, regardless of how this may or may not go.
Let's go hound this one guy about my made-up rumor about him, like, force-feeding geese to be fatty.
All right, so you're on your way to Dill, and like I said, when you get there, it's about dinner time or thereabouts. So this is the opposite of the place you just left. That was the most rundown of the towns. This is absolutely the nicest. It's large. There are several farms. There are nicer homes, all that good stuff. And so as you pull up, it's, the others were little farming villages. This one feels more like a real, like, established town. There's an actual, like, town square with a fountain. This is the nicest of the four by a mile. By 4 miles, I guess.
Sorry.
You all right there, Sid?
Everything just went crazy.
So you pull up to the fancier town. What's the plan?
We gotta look presentable, guys.
We're getting back in the trench coat.
You don't have that
Wish
coat
we had
anymore.
the trench coat.
Oh, well, balls.
All right. Well, let's go make some friends. Let's do this. We got this.
Okay. So where do you intend to do that? What's the move here?
That's a good question there. I guess head for the farm and see if we can poke around there.
So there are a couple different farms here, and as you
Let's not go to Hogwin's directly first. Let's go find like somebody who might be in competition with Hogwin. Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's do that.
Let's try that.
okay, so you're gonna ask around for something like that.
Yeah, like who's not Hogwin here?
The first person you ask is like, "Who's not Hogwin? We all belong to Hogwin around here."
Oh, so there's like 2 farms and both of them are his?
He's got a bit of a hold of all the farms in this area, yeah.
Oh,
Well-
that makes that awkward, huh?
Does he have a hold on Buffa too?
Both what? Both of what?
On both of these nuts.
Oh my god.
The guy you're talking to just goes, picks up his like cart and keeps walking.
I had heard of D's. I had not heard of Botha.
Oh, I knew that one was coming, but yeah, this guy went for it.
God damn it. God damn it.
So that guy goes off in a huff, just
Same
like
character too.
Yeah, that guy goes off in a huff. He does not want to talk anymore with Spud after that.
Okay. So he owns the whole city. So that's
Including Buffa.
cool. Including Bofa. Yeah.
That
Both
was
of those
good.
nuts.
Andrew, you're way too proud of yourself.
I know.
I think what feels just awful is every time he leads up to it, I know what it is.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, the 12-year-old me is like, why you know that?
I didn't know.
Why
I
do you
didn't
know
know
what
the.
he's doing?
I'd never heard the but for one, but the others I know. While other townsfolk are watching this halfling just laugh, like cry laughing over, and they're walking by like, what's this guy's deal?
Hi. How are you?
Hello, welcome
We're
to Dill.
fine. Hello. We're from Dell. How are you?
Oh, lovely. Must be nice
Yeah.
to work for yourself there.
You know, it's a vibe. We're not really working for ourselves right now. We're working for someone else, kind of looking for something. Have you seen anything weird around here? Like a stray goose?
Stray
Like a
goose, no, and I've seen.
Super stray, super free goose.
I've
Just
seen no
running
geese
around.
that don't belong to Hogwin, and I have seen nothing strange. Have a good day. And it's-
Insight check. Hold on, sir. Like I grabbed like the leg of his pants. Like,
Uh-huh.
wait.
Yeah, he does like like is yanked back a little bit.
Oh no, my insight check is only a +2. Wee. Hey. Blah,
Wow.
blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Thanks, Stan.
The bit about like all the geese belong to Hogwen seemed sincere, but the like I don't know anything else was very much like hiding something.
Sir.
Yes.
Now, I'm not calling you a liar, but I'm not saying you're a truther either.
What do you? Excuse me.
You know.
Oh yeah, is he a goose truther?
He's a something.
I don't know what that means. What do you want? Do you have something else to ask of me?
So we're looking for a prized goose named Goots, who was maybe stolen. And it's very, very, very important to him, to the owner, that he gets him back. Please.
As I've said, there are no stolen geese around here. Everything, crop-wise, livestock-wise, belongs to Hogwen. That's what his protection services bring.
Okay. May I ask your name?
It's Philip.
Philip? Okay, Philip. I hope you have a swell day.
Thanks, you too, ma'am. Will you let go of my pant leg now?
Yes, sorry, it's great material. Oh my god.
Thank you. They make trench coats out of it too. And he
Oh.
keeps walking.
Now hear me out, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying we go start a fire and blame it all on Philip, but I'm saying we might start a fire and blame it all on Philip.
I like that idea. We can do that.
They're all under this guy's thumb, right?
Hmm?
It doesn't seem like we're gonna get a whole lot of leeway here, so we either gotta go to the source or we gotta cause a ruckus.
Yeah. I'm all about. We're the ruckus steers, aren't we? Oh wait, what did I
Is
say
that what
before?
we are?
I don't remember.
what you said.
I was just kind of spitballing.
That's what you said.
back there. Yeah.
So do we want to try to go to the source first and accuse a man of stealing a Goots? Because really,
I mean, heck, what else do we have to go off of right now?
we don't have much to go off of. Everybody hates the guy, so why not blame him? Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever gets us paid, right? Like, we don't need to actually solve this.
Yeah.
Just pin
It's
it on
either
the
that or
guy.
we can post up in Times Square and claim he's a part of the Illuminati or something. Am I right? I don't know. I'm just spitballing too now. Go visit the guy, maybe.
Yeah, sure. Backup plan: start a fire.
Isn't it
Wait.
always the backup plan? Is to start a fire?
When it stops working, it'll stop being a backup plan, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right, so you want to go to his place? It is. I guess let's see. What's the nicest looking?
Guys, we might have to unionize his workers or something.
Hell yeah.
It's probably this building here would be the real nice one. And as you get close to it, you see standing by the door are two hobgoblin guards.
Oh.
Oh,
He's
Yeah, so
vaguely
that's-
Hellboy looking. It's really strange.
I
so
know, right?
that's how it's gonna be, huh?
They're pretty ugly.
They're pretty hideous. Hi, how are you? You look amazing
Hi,
today.
gorgeous.
Don't
They're so
patronize me,
ugly.
kid.
What were you guys just saying they were ugly?
Don't kid me, patronize.
Oh, I don't know what. What?
Are you
Mhm.
having a good day today? It's wonderful out, no?
As at the same time, they just go, "Every day's a good day in the service of Mr. Hogwen."
Whoa, that
I
was
hate
creepy.
that for you a lot.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Y'all want to unionize?
I don't know what that word means.
I mean, don't you guys work with like a guild for like your services?
Well, sure, we gotta work with the mercenary guild. He's the one what hired us to stand guard and do protective services.
I mean, doesn't
Oh.
your guild like keep you from having to do stupid stuff like say that every day is a good day working under Dr. Buttsniff?
That might be a contractual stipulation.
I need
Our-
to turn guild into a verb because it's not unionized. Is it guildize? Is it gilder?
Gilded?
In Gildan.
In Gildan?
We wish to
No.
engilden ourselves. Our guild says we do whatever the gold tells us to do, and he's got a lot of it.
Question.
Answer.
How do I have to schedule a meeting to meet with him?
Mr. Hogwen doesn't take meetings, he makes meetings.
We were just inquiring about his terrible loss against the guy who owns Goots.
Do you like look up at the window expectantly when you say that?
I do.
All three of us just.
They both like look back at the window too.
Are you? Was that a trigger word or something?
Dude,
He
this.
lost so bad.
I think the second they both look up and back, I want to break for it.
Okay.
I want to see if I can like slip by.
All right.
Damn it, man.
It's a good roll.
I mean, if he's breaking for it, I'm gonna break for it too, because stealthing is the best thing he's got.
Okay.
And just for the record, the verb of
heck?
guild
Oh.
is guild.
Oh,
To-
really?
Oh, to
Yeah.
guild.
To guild. Interesting.
Yep. So if you were like, "Hey, do you want to unionize?" You'd be like, "Hey, do you want a guild?" It's rarely used, but that is the word for it.
I
Um,
like that. Thank you for looking into that, actually.
Interesting. Okay, so they both look up, and when they look down, only Flynn Ree's standing there, and they're just like, "What?
Where are those other two? Where'd your friends go?
Who?
There were two others with you.
Was there?
Wasn't there?
He turns to his buddy. Wasn't there?
I thought there was.
I mean, I was talking to Philip a second ago. Were you talking about him?
Oh,
Like
Philip, that guy sucks. That guy
I
calls himself a bard. He couldn't
agree.
carry a tune in 2 buckets.
I agree. But, I mean, Philip!
Let's see what where'd the other two go?
I think my instinct is to like tuck into some bushes and minor illusion like the same bushes around us. So it's like,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, and I just tucked right next to him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're like squeezing in.
Okay. So you're just in the bushes waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like
Uh,
behind them. Preferably if there's like a window we could like peek in. Something with like a decent viewpoint.
Yeah, I mean you'd be able to see like the first floor of the house.
Yeah. Yeah, let's peek in there.
Okay. Give me a perception roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Richard, did you want to do one too?
Or why not?
Nice.
You both are gonna see pretty much the same things, and you look inside, and it's like it's kind of what you would expect from a nice house, you know, very like, very upper class kind of house, you know. There's really nice, you know, there's nice candelabras lighting everything up. It's a big dining room, you know, lots of tables. It's all well crafted. There's your typical like the middle of the table has, you know, the like perennial like, you know, bowl of fruit sitting there, right? And you so you can kind of see like a living room, dining area, and you see kind of like a big staircase leading up to a second floor. But as you're looking in, you don't really see you don't see any people inside at the moment. You just see a well furnished, clearly with high quality goods home.
Gotcha. Mm.
And what does Flinry do as she's standing in front of these two guards? Because they're content to just stand there and stand guard.
Well, I suppose if he's not gonna come out and I can't schedule a meeting, I suppose I should just go home, huh?
Yeah, maybe you should do that.
That's a long walk.
Better get started.
I'll pop
Like
my
all by myself?
out of the illusion and I'll like point down like there's like a wall, I'm assuming. Like that they're guarding. I'm guessing there's like a wall surrounding
No,
the house.
they're just in front of the main door.
Oh, in front of the main
it's,
door.
It's not like a gated home. It's just there in front of the door.
Oh, gotcha. I was misunderstanding.
Sorry,
I thought
yeah,
we had
if
flipped
we,
through a gate.
So if we
Uh-oh.
look at the picture here, I'd say it's like this house here. So yeah, it's not gated, but they are standing in front.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, never mind then.
Enjoy your day under a tyrant of a employer.
He may be a tyrant, but he's got lots of gold.
Yeah, I feel that, brother. Respect.
Respect, sister.
Bye. I guess I'm gonna just walk down the road and then eventually find a way to like double back to get to the gate, maybe.
Okay. If you're
or not the gate, but like the
yeah,
the gate.
yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, if you're trying to join the other two, I will need a stealth roll from you to slip in there.
Unless I try to like wall run up this thing, right? Wait, what kind of gate is it? Is it like a wrought iron fencey kind of gate?
The house,
it a
there's
wall?
no gate around the house. They are standing in front of
Got
like
it.
the door.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. Right. I totally heard that part, and I still heard gate for some reason. Okay. Can I, in that case, is there like a backside that I can find?
So the way the house is nestled, there's like it's got like two sides that kind of butt up against other houses, and so you've got like the other two sides of the square, if you will. And if you're walking around, you'll see these two standing in front of one set of like doors, and then another two set of guards are standing by like another door that's like, it's not as grand of an entrance, but it's the other main door into the house.
In that case, as I like just kind of walk around as I meander, I want to use my sling.
Okay.
And I want to shoot something at one of the windows to hopefully break it.
Okay.
Just to cause a ruckus as I'm walking.
Okay. And are you aiming at a window? Kind of where along the building are you aiming? Because you've got your friends are in a bush, kind of by one door where these guards are, and then if you were to go around the corner, there's the other door. Like here, I'll put it back to the.
Probably aiming for like. It would probably be like, ideally, like around here.
Okay, so I would say
Like second floor, maybe.
Okay, I'm just gonna draw out. So where I'm drawing the red line, that's kind of the two like front-facing parts of the house. I would say
Okay.
the other two are the ones that are like they're like butted up against other buildings.
Mm.
And your friends would be kind of sort of like in the bushes there, you know.
Okay. And then you got the two dudes guarding the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to the southwest and northwest here.
Can I do
Would
it
we
from
be
back
able to like
here?
open the window, or is it shut, like locked?
It you can try it.
I would like to.
You try it and it is locked. And okay, so Sid, what kind of window are you slinging for?
From like this side of it? Maybe?
I would say I know it doesn't show it as much in the picture, but I would say that there's like this is like kind of it's like the walls touch the walls of other homes. You know what I mean?
Right. But
Oh, but you're trying to aim like higher, like to one of these
yeah,
windows?
like this thing's got a range of 30 to 120 feet.
Got it. Oops.
Like,
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you could aim for a window like that.
I absolutely am for a window like that.
Okay. Yeah, give me your roll for that. Okay. Yeah,
Fuck that window.
you sling through the window and there's a crash. And you hear actually specifically you hear like a voice, someone like yelp inside, just like ah, and then like some other hubbub. And
Sneak away.
okay. It doesn't make the guards out front shift, but definitely you seem to have caused a stir inside.
Asshole.
I feel like
Fine.
Barry and I are just kind of like
Fire.
chilling there, like, now what?
Yeah, yeah. I'll cut back to you two. What are you gonna do?
Sorry.
You hear one of the you hear one of the guards go like, "Oh, come on, man." And the other one's like, "Well, I didn't do it. Well, I didn't do it. Shut up. Yeah, you did."
Ooh, while they're arguing, I'd like to try to like slip over to the door and like gently open it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm assuming there's room to like slide behind them.
Yeah. They aren't like leaning against the wall. They're like
Okay,
They would
tight.
probably be standing in front of like a few steps leading up to the door.
Tight.
And that door does open.
Sweet. Let's skulk on in.
Okay. Are you joining him, Barry?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you roll another stealth. So Flinry, if you're like if you're like trying to observe what's happening, you would probably be able to catch your two friends slipping inside.
I lock the door
tight.
behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You are now inside of the nice house.
And
So
we
all
were
come
here
together.
to find what's his name?
Thurston Hogwin is his name.
We don't even
Right,
have
right,
like
right.
proof that he did it. We just know that he's a dick.
We don't need to
Which
know
like
that he
eat the
did it.
rich, you know?
We don't need to find evidence that we did it. We need to plant evidence that he did it.
Barry gets it.
I'm with you, guys. I'm with you guys. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm with you.
So yeah, you find yourselves. You're now standing in that like first opening living room kind of thing that you looked in the window and saw.
The foyer.
Yes.
Wonderful. Yes.
And in front of you is, the stuff I described before, the like nice furnishing, stuff like that, and a staircase leading up to the next floor. Yes, Sydney.
I have a question, obviously.
Yes.
How tall is this little thing right here? This little like these little stalls.
I would say maybe 8 feet.
Okay. So hypothetically, I can get on top of that, and then I can get up top here, and then I can get over here. How is there a gap between here? Or are these together?
Those are touching enough, and I see where you're going with this.
Nice. How far of a distance is that right there? That little baby gap. That little baby gap.
This would be more the hop you want to make from that roof.
Well, you know better than me. How far is it?
It's not terribly far. They kind of like the lips of the roofs almost like overlap a little bit like this.
Mhm.
So really, I need you to clear this gap, which is maybe, it's not far across, maybe 10 feet. And then this one, you'd be able to almost just drop right down onto the other roof.
I don't know if you've seen Arcane, but I
I
want
have
to do
not.
that.
I have
Oh
not.
my god! It's so fucking good.
That's what I hear.
Anyway,
So
so
give
fucking
me
good.
give me
Beautiful
just
fucking animation. Anyway,
give me one acrobatics
like
for the
to do
whole
that.
thing, and then if you want to just run through how you're doing it.
I believe you guys have to fucking see it. Oh my god,
Nope, I haven't. Sorry.
so amazing.
I have.
Acrobatics. Where the
There
shit
isn't much
go?
room in my head right now for another series. You know what I mean?
Mm,
12.
I'd like to use a luck point and do that again.
Unfortunately this is not that character. But with a 12, I'm gonna say you can do it, but you definitely have some like, especially like climbing up onto the stall with a 12. You're gonna cause a bit of a kerfuffle, in the square. You're gonna have to like. Yeah, like there are eyes on you up there for sure. They're taking note that a halfling woman is climbing onto the roof.
It's fine.
Okay.
I didn't roll stealth. I rolled athletics.
It's true.
So
But with all of that, you are going to be able to get over to that window. And as you get closer to the window, you will see an individual inside. Sorry, give me a moment. There we go. Very squat individual. There's a man inside.
oh, he bitch.
Yeah, and he is going over some paperwork, and you see like a maid is like sweeping up all the broken glass that you just broke in, but he's just kind of chilling, and
It is now that I realize that
doing
I
some
hijacked
cleric.
this moment from my 2 other players, and I will give it back to them.
Huh? Did you?
I absolutely fucking did. I raised my hand, and then I was like, I'm doing this, and I feel
no,
bad.
no,
so.
that's awesome. Go
That's
for it.
fine.
Fuck
You two are still at the foot of the staircase presently, inside.
Uh-huh.
I think the goal, we've got to sneak upstairs and find a window to open to get our friend inside.
That sounds good.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you head up.
Yeah, let's sneak up the staircase.
All right, you got it, buddy.
All right. Are you being you're being stealthy while you do this? I assume.
We're not gonna be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Don't be
suspicious.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I'm just gonna let this run its course. Keep going.
John Ralphio? Shit.
Give me another stealth roll for the two of you now that you're inside, and it's potentially other disasters.
Yeah, a third nat 20 of the night.
Damn.
Like, actually, where's
On
that
a
vine?
roll.
Where's that vine audio?
This is the stealthiest barbarian ever.
Barry, as you two are stealthing up the stairs, sorry, 1 second. Okay, here's what happens. As you're going up the stairs, there's like the one really squeaky one, right? And from around a corner, this like other servant comes, and he kind of looks up from whatever he's like. So he's got like like a book or something in his hand. He's like looking at some ledgers. Kind of turns, and he looks up at the stairs, and he sees somehow only Spud on the stairs. Somehow Barry is perfectly like, I'm not here, against the wall.
He said if he moves
Yeah,
real
this-
slow,
I'm not
nobody
here.
can see him.
And so a servant will look and
Cannon.
look directly up at Spud and just, excuse me, I don't believe you're supposed to be here. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave, please. And it, like, closes the book and is walking up toward you to like apprehend you.
Oh well, I was actually invited here. I was sent by Mr. Ligma.
I'm gonna do that thing where, like, as he's focused on Spud, Barry's just gonna kind of crawl over and like around a corner, so that way he stays out of sight.
Yeah,
Okay,
good call.
Yeah. The guy opens up his ledger again. I don't think I have a Mr. Ligma on record.
Oh, it should be under Mr. Ligma Balls, and I just run in the other direction. That
Okay,
the
he's
opposite direction that Barry went, so I
Alright.
can like duck into some rooms.
Barry went. Well, you're not up the stairs yet, so you're both just up the stairs is where you're headed.
Then I will slide down the banister past him and like duck into a side
Okay, let me. I'm gonna need an escape grapple from you,
room.
and I'm just gonna tell you right now, this servant just rolled a 4. So
Double it.
you slide past, and the servant like slams the book shut, and just like you get back here, and starts like chasing after you. Barry, you slip around the corner, and there is you slip around the corner, and there's a hallway, and there's, I would say, like, there's a door to your right, door to your left, and a door straight ahead. All the same color, all the same make. One doesn't look more ornate than the other. You would know, based on being on the outside of the house, though, that the one to your right is kind of like the window above where those guards were where you yelled before. The one to the left would go toward the opposite side of the house, and the one in front of you would go sort of toward this back area that could overlook the other buildings.
Do I hear anything on the rooftops to tell which way my friend is going in, to figure out which door to open?
Roll me another perception. If
window,
it's,
I mean.
Yeah. If you'd like to, if you want to like do that or like listen through the doors, if you want to say this is for all of that, you can certainly do that. You got no idea, man. It's
no.
you listen and all you hear is house, 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 house. You don't hear anything special.
I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna, I do like sneaking up the back door, so that's where I'm gonna go. So he's
Okay.
gonna go and open up the window towards the back.
There's no. You're in a hallway right now. There's no window. But which door?
Oh, I thought you said there was like around a certain way there was a window towards the back, but I guess I misunderstood.
I'm sorry. So whatever's in that room would contain that window. You don't see the window from where you currently are, but you can tell, like, if I open up this door, whatever room that is has that window.
Okay, so specifically, I was listening for rooftop stuff. Having not hear that, could I roll a different roll to go press my ear to the door that would lead towards the back?
Yes. So in this case, so there's the back from where you entered, and then there's like the other back that sort of faces over the town square. Which of those two would you like to listen in on?
The left one, I guess.
Okay.
Perception. Oh wait, halfling luck. It's not meant to be.
You hear the sound of the ocean in your ear from pressing it up against the door. Let's cut to Flinry, who is looking through the window and seeing an individual sitting there while a maid sweeps up glass. And it seems like she's pretty close to being done, by the way.
So, because I'm assuming that, like, I mean, we've gotten into some stuff before, knowing, like, we've been friends, family for however long.
Yeah.
And the typical, like, hey, this is the plan. If you have to, like, if one of us gets inside, the other one will, like, come and open a window. And seeing no window open yet.
Hey, do you guys have my ball? Excuse me? Hello?
The maid looks up. She's just like, oh my goodness. And this man like stands up, very angrily slams closed the book he was, looking through. Excuse me, what are you doing on my roof?
Said I was looking for my ball?
Was that what broke the window of my beautiful home?
I think so.
There is no ball here, and he will just attempt to just shove you.
Wow. Jamie Lannister style, alright.
That's some rude shit, Mr. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Do it, bitch.
Well, he got an 8, and so I don't think that will hit, but he attempts to shove you.
I was very confident until I remembered I was a level 1.
Yeah, it's like, how much fall damage? How high up?
Well, he only rolled an 8, so I don't think you're getting pushed.
What am I rolling against it?
Nothing. An 8's not gonna touch you because
well, I mean, like,
doesn't touch your AC.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so nothing happens to you with an 8.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Ha-ha!
I was gonna say you should be at least like 12 maybe right now, something.
15, baby.
Minimum 10.
Nice, yeah. So an 8, he attempts to shove you, and like it doesn't like trying to shove you through a broken window just isn't very effective. You're able to stand your ground there in that way. But he just attempted to shove you. What you gonna do?
Him trying to shove. Is he like? Did he like lean forward a little far, lose some momentum, maybe?
Yeah.
Like,
he's got to shove through a window.
Forward.
So
can I, like, do some weird sneaky? Not sneaky because he blatantly knows I'm there. I kind of want to like step off of his back and go through the window into his home.
You mean like he's forward and you're gonna like spring up over him inside?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess an acrobatics check just to see that you do this effectively.
Good girl.
+5. It is +5.
21. You do that. You very gracefully, like, he's got an arm forward and you kind of like, you almost like put a foot onto his arm and like springboard your way like over him inside the house, do a nice like roll, and he just turns just up. Clara, get her! And then the maid has to like let go of the dustpan and try to run after you.
And I'm just looking for my ball. Like,
Barry, as you're leaned up against this door, the one that was straight ahead of you, you hear Flinry's voice on the other side say that.
Okay. I guess I start.
Y'all cheese it.
Does she make it out the door first, or do I run up and get to the door before she does?
Sid, are you bolting for that door, or
I
were you?
kind of wanted to try to snag his ledger. that he
Okay,
closed.
So in that case, Richard, you hear the voice first.
Okay. I'm gonna go over and burst through the door, being like, "Hey, did he find the ball?"
he turns and the maid
I
turns,
would like to create more of a distraction.
and they're both
'Cause-
just they both just turn like, what are all these halflings doing in my home? And he is going to reach down to his like side and draw a knife. But you do
Okay.
have their attention for sure.
Yeah, because I imagine that kind of like get help. This is our get help. Like, oh, the ball thing. Okay.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
I have a feeling that she's probably out to get something. So I generally, as the barbarian, my job is to make the biggest, loudest distraction. So that's what he's doing.
You've done it.
Well-
You have their
well,
attention.
okay.
And he draws a knife and looks right at you. Andrew, you slid down the banister. Where did you go from
Mhm.
there?
So I think my play, I need to get to that other door and lock that. So I want to cut through the rooms, and
Okay.
Assuming I have like a few feet, assuming I have
gotta
enough.
lead.
Okay.
Yeah.
What my plan is, I'm running into that room, I'm locking the door, then tucking behind something and casting minor illusion on the door to make it look like the door is open. And like there's the outside after right past that.
Roadrunner into the road.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to Wile E. Coyote this motherfucker.
So do you do that and you're hiding as you do that?
Yeah, like
Okay.
I'm ducking behind like an island or
Okay.
something, like
All right,
kitchen island or
roll
something.
roll me a stealth real quick, just so I have your number. 7. Okay. So, this other servant, when you bolted around the corner, he kind of stopped for a moment. He went to the front door and shook it, realized it was locked, so he had to take a moment to unlock it. Then he opened the doors and just said,
No, like there's an illusion there. It looks like it's open already. So the door is locked. So effectively,
the door you came through, you're casting the illusion on.
no.
or,
So
sorry,
I'm ducking. So
which door
run
are you
into-
trying to cast the illusion on?
I run into the room where the door to the outside is, right?
Right, but so
Where
there's
the
two
guards are
doors.
on the other side.
There's 2 of those. So it's the one you were standing on the other side of earlier.
The one
where you
that's
hid?
the one that's not locked. Or yeah, the one that's unlocked still. Because I want to get that second
Okay,
door locked.
so the other one. That's the one
Yeah.
you're... Okay, so what I said still applies then. Instead of chasing directly after you, this servant is going for the other door, which you are closer to, and is going to unlock it because you locked it earlier when you got inside.
So he's not chasing me.
He starts to chase you and stops to go to this other door because he's going to throw it open and just say, "You two, help me out
balls.
in here." And so, but here's the thing though, you still have that minor illusioned. That's still
Mhm.
up, and that's why I asked you to roll the stealth, because those 2 guards from outside are now coming inside, and they come inside, the 2 hobgoblin guards, and they're going to start looking around, and they see what appears to be an open door, and just, hey, aren't the other 2 guys supposed to be guarding? Where'd they go? And let me just roll a quick thing here. Okay, so one of them starts walking, or starts kind of jogging toward that illusion, and does like a, where those other guys go? And he totally Wile E. Coyotes into the illusion, just bumps up against the wall and gets like dazed for a moment. The other one sees you, because you rolled a 7, he got a 16. He sees you behind that island, and does like starts getting closer to you, doing like the hello puppet kind of thing. At the moment, you're not like surrounded. You still have a break. You still have like a route you could take out of there. You're not quite pincered in yet, but you may be once the other guy kind of recovers from running into this doorway. So one is dazed at the moment. The other sees you and is starting to move toward you.
Okay.
But we're gonna go back upstairs while you think about your move. Barry, you got a knife pulled on you. Flinry is going for the ledger. The maid servant is kind of like, I don't fight. Like, I don't know what to do here. But Thurston here's got that like cutlass drawn. I guess, yeah, well, I said it was a knife. We'll keep it a knife. He's got that drawn, and he's brandishing it toward Barry.
Okay. I think Barry, seeing that, be like, hey, now we're just looking for a ball and everything, but if you're
If you're gonna start resorting to violence, I just gotta warn you, I'm not to be truffled with.
I believe the word is trifled, you halfling fool. And ball or not, nobody enters my home without an appointment, which you children definitely do not have.
Alright, well, I'm signing up for an appointment for right now for ball grabbing.
For what? And he's gonna start coming toward you with the knife. Flinry over by the ledger. What's your move?
I want to grab it, and
Okay.
I want to just like shove it, like, because I mean, monk, she probably doesn't have like a whole lot on her aside from like a backpack, but ease of access is just down the front of the shirt.
All right. Roll me a sleight
If
of
he
hand.
seems like he was ready to come at me, could I have done my bonus action to rage while
Yeah.
while I was saying all that?
Yes,
Cool.
I'll say that falls in line. Sid, sleight of hand, please, and I'll let you know. Nice. He rolled pretty well, even if I gave him disadvantage because being distracted. But you beat that. He did not notice that you took his ledger. Richard, he is now coming for you. Let's go downstairs first to Andrew hiding behind the island where the one hobgoblin guard knows you're there and is moving toward you.
He just kind of looks up at him and
Pocket sand.
and throws. He's got this bag of sand, and he
Okay.
just chucks it in his eyes
Okay.
and then runs.
give me the dex throw for the sand.
Do I add proficiency to that?
No, because it would be an improvised thing.
Right. Oop, that didn't roll.
I don't think pocket sand's a proficiency you can get with any class.
Yeah,
16.
man, no, that
The
pocket
fuck
sand.
is it?
That's Dale. We're not in that town anymore.
16. Let me just check something. Okay, good news. It gets right up in his face, and he's all, what? What is this? And is fully, blinded for the moment.
Sweet. And I'm gonna dip set
Okay, you're gonna
back
bolt.
towards the stairs.
You're gonna go to the stairs, so you're headed upstairs.
I think so.
Okay.
The plan is to rejoin everybody.
Okay. The other servant seems to have gone outside at the moment because he also heard like where are the other guards, and he's now checking outside to be like, wait, are they not at their post? So at the moment you're clear to go upstairs.
And I would like to kind of Home Alone style, like knock over things for them to trip on,
Sure,
and
sure.
like, if there's a vase, like dump out the water so maybe they slip on it.
Sure, yeah.
Um,
I would say there's stuff along the way to do that. And
Tight.
as you come upstairs and around the corner, you see through an open door, you would see Barry first, this gentleman on the other side of him. You'd see a maidservant inside, just like, I don't want any involvement with this. And you see Flinry, who has a weird sort of square thing in front of her shirt now.
Ox-chested.
And Richard, he is going to swing his knife at you. He is going to do that.
Alrighty.
And because of the current situation, let's do some initiative. Sid, if you want some fun music for this, let's do it. And we'll get a turn order just for sake of making sure this flows, the way it should. There are no tokens on this page, so I'm gonna write it down. Actually, no. You guys need to be able to see your HP just in case. So let me copy you guys in here. Just a moment.
You know, guys, I think we're doing okay. Might
I
be some
still think-
problems later, but we're doing okay.
Yeah, I still think Ryan's gonna join us and be like, "What the?"
All right. Yeah. Let me get initiative from folks, please.
Okay. Are we going into this tonight for a while? Just because
No,
I'm probably gonna be on the verge of
No,
passing.
I
out
want to
by
get us.
11.
I want to get us to a cliffhanger here. I want to.
Okay.
I want to basically get you guys out of this situation so we can start clean next time.
Okay. 5.
Uh,
Awesome.
Flinry,
Wow.
Flinry or Barry,
Both.
who would like to go first between the two of you?
You can go first.
Okay.
All right. Just a moment. Make that a token. And Make that guy a token. All right. Just a moment here. Okay. And okay. Yeah, no, I want to get out of this situation, and then we'll call it a night.
So roughly 1 o'clock this morning.
No, we'll try to make this quick.
Because this is my vibe right now.
All right, let's get the music. Thanks, Sid.
I'm not a good DJ. I do not have Ryan's
It's
powers.
perfect.
No, I like this. All right. So, first thing that's happening is you're going to hear the guards downstairs, tripping over things and trying to get to the stairs, but Andrew, you did a good job of blocking their path. And Barry, he's going to take a swipe at you with his knife. He's going to miss you. And Spud, you're actually up next.
Nice. All right. I would like to slam and lock the door behind me,
Okay.
to lock the guards out.
Okay. Now you're all in this very small room.
With an open window.
I was just about to send you guys a video of what I want to do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I pull out. I didn't have time to talk to you about it beforehand, but my idea for my my holy symbol or my druidic focus is I'm combining it with my sling. So it's a slingshot made from a deer antler. Is that cool?
You asking
I
me?
think that's rad as
Yeah.
fuck,
Yeah,
actually.
totally.
Tight.
I mean, that's
So-
just
so
cool
I-
fluff,
Take out the druidic focus slingshot and seeing that he's approaching who with a knife now?
Barry.
Barry? Cool. I go ahead and thorn whip his ass.
Okay. An 8
Or I
is not going to hit.
try. Okay. Yeah. I whip towards him. Maybe like slap the ground near his feet.
That's a warning shot. You should calm your butt down, bud.
He looks at the whip and just like, you broke into my house! Flinry, a thorn whip went by but didn't hit Mr. Thurston here.
I was just looking for my ball and you came at me with a knife.
And I'm gonna shift over to the window, like prepare to bail out of it, but also I'm just gonna take like a lazy shot at him. Or no, I don't want to draw attention to my weird box chest. So I'm gonna hop into like the window, like stand in it, and get ready to hop out with my sling ready. So
Mhm.
if he hits somebody, I want to like do a retaliation fire and bail. So I guess I'm holding my action technically.
Okay. Barry, you're raging, and a knife just missed you.
I guess this whole time I have been holding behind my back 2 hand axes.
Sure,
So I
yeah.
take those out, and I'm gonna go swinging away. I guess I'm trying not to do a murder, so I would like to try to sunder and like knock the blade out of his hand. But if I have to cut his hand real bad, I guess that's okay.
Sure, okay.
So should I just roll to attack and see?
Yeah.
I think it's like an athletics on top of it to sunder. Anyway, I both are light, so that's gonna be action and bonus action for
Sure,
2 swings.
sure. Primary and offhand.
Yep. So, wow, halfling luck that.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. So I'm trying to remember. So for an offhand, if you hit, like the only difference is if you hit, it doesn't have the strength mod as well, right?
That's
Correct,
the difference.
yeah.
Okay.
Technically, that first one was his main one that hit, though.
Right.
Unless a 13 hits as
But
well.
both are enough in this
Oh,
case
cool.
because it's just he's not wearing any armor. He's just in his house, so both
Right.
are enough to hit.
There's a total of 2d6 plus 6.
Okay.
Oh god, maybe I am gonna do a murder. If I do this, I'd prefer to chop his hand off than a
Yeah.
murder.
Jeez.
12 total. You chop his hand off, and he drops the knife, drops to the floor, just holding his stump. Just that was my good hand.
I
And-
told you not to truffle with me!
You know how I said I would have
I
that
tell you not to
ready
touch me!
just in case?
Mhm.
I like just aim it to the floor and I like ha, and I let it go.
Now respect my authority!
Damn
So
it, Cartman!
he's down in pain. If you all are gonna yeet through that window, now's the time.
Out the window.
Barry, you would be next in line. Do you follow?
Wait, what's my option now?
Flinry just hopped out the window. She's getting out of there.
Then I guess I'll hop out after her.
Okay. And that just leaves Spud inside.
Spud is gonna follow them, but turn on the way there and say,
Philip sends his regards. Philip on these nuts.
and then jump
Oh
out.
my god.
Oh boy. As you all
He can't be stopped.
as you all slip out the window, you suddenly hear you hear a door slam into a wall, and you hear like, "Oh, geez, boss, your hand!" And you just hear, "Where have you idiots been?" as you all slip out of there.
Oh shit.
Go back and say, we found out that somebody took your goose and killed him, and in response, we chopped his hand off. So justice
Eye
has
for
been
an eye,
served.
baby.
You know, you've not yet confirmed that he took the goose. I just want
We
to
have
put
not.
Does it matter? We would just say he took the goose and he killed it.
Maybe not.
We saw it in his
Oh
oven.
man.
Whatever
We
he had
chopped
is
his
a,
hand
like
off to get
he
revenge.
was willing to immediately fend people off with a knife.
It's true.
Kids.
Which
Little ones.
respectfully, if somebody broke into my house, it would be more than a knife. But I mean, you know.
Yeah. Okay. You got out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And I'm assuming you just slide off the roof and just GTFO, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's find a place to read the lecture.
Yeah, you do that. It's getting to be, this is all like in the evening time. So where are you, what's the move? Where are you headed to now? It's nighttime, and we can get up to a nice cliffhanger here in just like another, hopefully just like 5 minutes, and then we'll call it.
I don't think we should stay in town. I think we should get the fuck out to like read it because everybody's under his thumb, right?
Yeah, generally.
Yeah. So I think we should leave, and if we gotta come back, we gotta come back.
Okay. So you're gonna just get back on the road and kind of like head for home, I guess. Into
I
the
grab
evening?
Goat, and we run.
Are we heading all the way home, or did we want to stay so we
think-
could
I
get
want to say
some
we
like
stay
woodlands nearby?
relatively close, just to like
Yeah.
read it and see what it says, and if there's any kind of implication in there saying,
Yeah, it was me. I stole Goots.
like, you know. doing
I
shit.
think we should go back home because I think there's at least a 50% chance that the goose is just wandering around like right next to the barn or whatever, and this has been a wild goose chase from the beginning.
Huh.
Actually, that idea.
I wrote this entire idea and never once thought of the wordplay of a wild goose chase. Somehow.
So let's go home then. And then we'll read the thing, and then if it's not his, we could just mail it back and be like, hey, sorry.
There's a misunderstanding.
All right. So.
You'll never see us again.
All right.
Guys,
So.
we gotta move. Change our names.
So you want to go? You're gonna ride all the way home?
Sure.
Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
quickly. I just chopped a guy's hand off.
Okay. Yeah. So
As fast as those goats can go.
So
The
it's
ruckus tears return home.
it is interesting that you mentioned as fast as they can go. Give me just a moment to I need to copy and paste some other things. Oops. So as you are trying to get away, or I should say you're pretty nicely getting away. One moment here. Roll me a perception check again, the three of you.
Oh, that was the music, I suppose.
Oops, that's not what I wanted to do.
So weird having
Sorry,
perception.
I bounced you
suddenly.
guys around accidentally there. Okay, and did you want to roll one as well, Richard?
Sorry, roll a what?
Perception.
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 Okay. Flinry, you hear it first. Then Spud, you hear it. And then Barry, you hear it last. You're riding home on your goats, but you hear what sounds like a much faster pace of galloping.
Oh no! From behind or in front?
From behind.
Oh,
And
boy.
Into the
as-
woods. Into the woods.
I'm not here.
And as you are riding back, if you turn around, you will see the 4 guards
Oh.
who were posted outside the house galloping after you on much faster horses. And that is where we're going to call it.
Alrighty.
Wow.
Wow.
Y'all
Wow.
have done some shenanigans tonight.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so this is where we're gonna call it. You got the other guards chasing after you, and yeah, you're on goats. Horses are faster. So we'll call this an evening. We'll be back next week with part 2 of this. We will see if it is as heisty and and bonkers as this. Thanks for playing, y'all, and thanks for watching, people, and we'll see you next week.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye.